Let me in, I'm trying to fuck.
Let me in, I'm trying to fuck. Let me in, I'm trying to fuck now. I said, let me in. I don't know, I couldn't think of any song.
Don't you?
Don't you remember?
Oh, I was gonna say, don't you forget about me.
Don't you
There you go.
forget about me.
It goes with the words that you were saying.
Don't you forget that you owe me money, bitch. Sorry.
What was your money?
I don't want to talk about that. Sorry, I was fixing papers. But hey guys, welcome back to another 6 Feet Under Studios podcast. We are back, like always, in between shows at the home studio. You know where it is. No, you don't, because I'm not gonna give you my address.
It is.
You fucking when you don't want to bleep shit.
And you can get there by
Also, take exit. Take a left, right, left, right, up, down.
It's right next to beep.
Wish. But like always, welcome back. You know, guys, we're back at the studio. We're gonna talk some shit.
Get down from there.
Chico is here.
Sorry, we have an extra guest in the room
Chico.
today.
He's so lost. I don't know what he's looking at. It smells like
There's a lot of stuff.
But thank you guys for coming back. You know, we are sponsored by some beautiful people, some amazing people, some great people. Like always, Old SheepDog located at 3900 Rosa Ave, Paso Texas 79905. Right there in Lincoln Park, guys. Right there in the barrio. Check it out. From the borders. Beer of La Frontera. Ay, güey.
La Frontera. There's fear from La Frontera?
Beer.
Oh, beer.
Cerveza del Pueblo.
I was like, it kind of works, I guess, either way.
that's I don't think guys like it.
No, I'm kidding.
But Cerveza del Pueblo, sorry. Pero you know what?
Cerveza del Pueblo.
Something like beautiful, like open a can. Like, it's fine.
You never open up one of these cans without spilling some.
Well, it's...
I mean, it's a good thing. I'm not complaining because, I mean, that means they filled it to the top.
Thank you. I did that. But, no, guys, go check them out. We're drinking beers. Cesar's drinking the last
known
Killer Bee.
can of Killer Bee.
Well, I'm pretty sure Kuya and Jules. Well, Kuya for sure has one.
This is the last known can. To the public that isn't Worlds on Fire.
Yeah. to the normals. To the normies. Normies out
To
there.
the normies in the world.
Yeah, and I'm drinking the F word. IPA. Know it? Classic unfiltered IPA. It's tasty. It's delicious. You should go get it. Dude, that's funny because those boxes are the hot sauces.
That's probably what he's smelling. He smells the hot sauce.
Like
Chico is my dog, for those of you who probably don't know.
This is some random dog we
Yeah, he's just some dog that we found on the street. But no, he's my dog. I brought him with me today because...
You feel guilty.
I felt guilty. He's been alone all week because I've had a busy week, so I brought him with me.
That being said, shout out to also our sponsor that we have. And actually, well, one's empty. But shout out to Vitolas. Vitolas, look at it. 216 West Franklin, El Paso, Texas, 79901. Right there next to the baseball stadium, across the History Museum, one of the oldest cigar shops in El Paso. 360 cigars, motherfuckers! I don't know what. But you know what? Go check them out, guys. Go grab some cigars, grab some good whiskeys, bourbon, some good drinks, you know. You also, they have BYOB still. So you go, you know what? Go to grab some beers at Old
Bring your
SheepDog.
own bacon.
Bring
your own bacon?
I don't know. To go into the baseball stadium, bacon, your own bacon?
Yeah.
I'm Chico is jealous. Look, he wanted his star power, dude.
What he wants. He wants his recognition.
Shit. He's executive producer.
He's a camera hog. He's a camera whore.
An executive producer of 6 Feet Under Studio. He makes sure you edit the audios. Looking at you like, hey, what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing?
He does, man. He sits there in his bed below my computer and he's like, get your ass to work.
You're playing on the PS5 and he unplugs it. It's like, hey.
He does, man. He does.
Hey, have you done the episode? Like,
done it before.
Like, I was taking a
Done
break.
it before.
Yeah, shout out, check them out. Go say hi to Fernando and Mia for supporting us. I have 2 cigars. Well, 1 cigar left from that I got there. I have the shaded. It's pretty good. I had the Maduro. The Maduro is fucking delicious. I'm trying this one because I gave it to guys last time. Haven't smoked it yet. It's here. It smells good, dude. Like that one still smells like the cigar too.
Does it really? I smelled it.
The lighter version of that. Oh, I was surprised the Maduro was kind of sweet. I was like, ooh,
The Maduro.
El Maduro. Ay, güey. Damn, this one's already. But go check them out, guys. You got amazing cigars. Great people. If you don't know anything about cigars, they'll teach you. They'll show you some basics.
Just don't be a jerk.
Yeah, don't be an asshole.
But there are awesome people, and they'll teach you anything you need to know about cigars.
Yeah, and like, gotta keep the bellies full, keep us feed, keep us going with energy. Oh, like food energy wise. Shout outs to White Knife Dining, located at 2626 Lower Mesa, Paso Texas 79912.
I mean, I was kind of hoping for the 12, but hey, man, whatever.
Hey, 12. 79912, motherfucker. But go check out the Punk Rock food truck. Get some delicious food. Get some good ass smash burgers. Shout out to that burger because he keeps it going. All about those caramelized onions, though.
Tell you what, man, it's a delicious burger. Definitely top 3 in the city.
Nashville chicken sandwich,
Definitely
too.
top 3.
Tapatio shrimp. I don't know if Lent's still a thing.
Kills it with that burger, man. Kills it.
Damn, this guy wanna fuck a burger.
Yeah.
Tips on the babies.
I'd be like in How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
I just want to make love to this burger, make tiny little burger babies, and then eat the burger babies.
That's how I feel like making love to our beer that we make. Might have happened.
Our beer.
But shout outs to that. They'll be coming out soon again. 3 months, because it takes 3 months to ferment.
Yeah, keep an eye out for that.
Might have some surprises with that beer for the summer.
Oh.
Also, Invalid number 4, dude.
What?
Our beer, number 4.
What do you mean number 4?
Requested beers.
Oh, it's number 4, the number 4th most requested beer?
What did Gus told you? I forgot.
No, he said our beer is actually the highest rated beer that he's had.
Oh, shit.
According to that, I guess the review system that they use, that our average has been, I think, 4.5 stars.
Damn, dude.
They've had a couple people review it.
Thank you,
so
guys.
thank you to everybody who's gone out to try it, drink it, whoever's been listening to it. Unfortunately, you guys didn't get to see the labels that
Dude, we couldn't
that
make
we
a label.
made, that we were trying to make for it. But hopefully by next time,
Already
when it gets canned or whatever, we'll have labels and everything for it. And
yeah,
it should be pretty. It was really cool.
Damn,
So.
I feel like I have to do another marquee for that.
But yeah, thank you guys, everyone who's gotten it.
Well, it's because sorry, we're still watching wrestling again. I think that's gonna be a theme now.
Gonna be our background noise.
But the Miz is the WWE champion.
But yeah, thank you guys to whoever everybody's purchased that beer. It was a really cool reaction that we got from everybody for it, and especially for us, first time ever really being involved with making a beer and getting that kind of reaction. It was really cool.
Dude, also like people that didn't like beer were like, "Hey, I actually like this beer." It's like it's something I want to drink. It's like, yeah, baby girl.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's what I heard a lot too. So sweet. But with that, guys, also please be sure to check us out at 6feetunderstudios.com, where you will find links to all of our streaming platforms, including our YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and even our Instagram, where we like to post updates with whatever we got going on with 6 Feet Under, and also with whatever we got going on within our friends in the community. Also, with that, please be sure to check out the local spotlight on our website, where we always like to feature whoever we've been working with or are going to work with. We like to give them a little chance to kind of go ahead and show what they got going on within their own selves. We always link their website, whether it be an Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever it may be that they have in an actual website. We like to go ahead and give them a chance to be featured on there. So please be sure to check that out at 6feetunderstudios.com, so you can find everything and anything related to 6 Feet Under, as well as everything that's going on with our friends in the local community. Remember, guys, local supporting local is very, very much what we're about. So please keep that in mind whenever you visit us or listen to us. We always want to make sure our locals are being taken care of before our corporations. Not that there's anything wrong with corporations, but we all know it's a lot harder to make it as a local than it is as when you're working for a corporate. So make sure you guys support your local brewery, support your local restaurant, support your local bar, whatever it may be. Support your local friends.
Studios. Also, good friend of the show. Shout outs to Omar. He's open apparently now every day of the week because he usually used to close on Wednesdays. So go check it out, guys. There's gonna be rotating artwork there. So every week you can see different local artists showing their stuff, selling artwork. You can meet the artists there and have a beer with them, buy them a beer, talk to them, buy work. Don't be a bitch. Buy some artwork. Buy some local artwork. But yes, gotta say that.
Yeah.
Taking the day that he had off.
He's
so
reopening it.
Yeah, so he's opening. So
That's
shout
good.
out to
That's
him.
good. Glad to see that. Glad to hear that.
Pouring a beer out for him, but I'm not gonna waste his beer.
Yeah.
Wait, grab one of the Lone Stars that's been there for like 3 months. I think. They're still there.
They're still in there. Whenever we gotta just get one to make a point.
Before Tuesday or Wednesday, you want to get a haircut. Shout outs to Adrian too.
Tuesday, Wednesday next week.
Yeah, you can do both.
Gotta check. I don't remember.
Vitolas checking his calendar, cause he's like to be famous out there.
Hey man, celebrity life isn't easy.
I
Couldn't I wish.
I hate that
I
shit.
did Tuesday.
Around what, like after work?
Yeah, I'd say like maybe 5. Let's say 6. I mean, if that's cool with him.
Well, that's what I'm answering.
Adrian, baby, cool with you, bro. Just kidding.
Dude, giving us haircuts for
Yeah, no, seriously, shout out to him. If you guys didn't check out that episode, Adrian, the Clipper terrorist.
I got a bunch of like messages from barbers. It was like, hey, like I'm a rapper too. I was like,
Yeah,
oh shit.
I saw it too. But we got to do an episode with him. A really cool guy. Has a really cool story. He's very, very knowledgeable in his field and even some other things. So shout out to him. He's gonna hook us up with a
haircut. We
haircut,
might record some stuff with it.
We might record it and see how it goes.
Cesar's first haircut.
My first haircut, not done by my mama.
I was gonna say.
So it should be interesting.
Disclaimer: is this Cesar option? Cesar's mama. I don't have anything to say.
I mean, I'm gonna tell her like, hey mom, it was free. They offered it to me. Sorry.
Imagine like your mom comes here and like looks at it. It's like, you know what?
Yeah,
I think it's gonna come out to the beard.
Probably gonna kill me. That's what it's gonna be. I mean, usually with the beard, I just kind of do a trim, like fucking clippers.
Dude.
So that's why I'm like, I've done it one time. I've had one haircut that was done by my mom that I paid. That was like one of those, and it was an expensive haircut, but I will say like that was a cool experience. It felt nice. I got a little claustrophobic because the first time she put the towel on, I was like, the fuck, oh my god,
dude. But it's but did she do a single blade?
Yeah.
That's the best feeling, dude.
No, yeah, it was dope. It was cool. Like she did the blade and everything. That's all. I was scared, but it was cool.
Yeah.
That's all. I'm down and I'm actually I'll let him tell him like, hey man, what do you want to do with my head?
Ooh.
Try something. Like let me.
He also
let me see
does
something.
the black mask.
What's that?
To like remove the black heads.
Oh, I got you.
I didn't know what it was, so I had to I saw it on his like thing, and I tried it. I was like, sadly, like it's weird. Like you had to have it for like 30 minutes. Like at least satisfying. Like oh shit. It's like I had all that shit in my face.
I done my nose.
Yeah, I done my nose too. But
I'll say that.
Trash.
My ex, I remember one time made me do it. But
I have those things just
pretty
because
gross.
of apparently like it also opens up your nose.
Pores.
Not only your pores, but like your actual nose.
Oh, your nostrils?
Nostrils, yeah.
Really?
Depends on if you do the hard.
That's interesting. I didn't fucking know that.
I didn't know that until like someone told me. It's like, oh shit, it's a real thing. I didn't know that shit. Yeah.
I don't know. Squat.
What?
I just work here.
Damn it, pulling a fucking Gus.
Hey, man, I just work here.
I just make beer.
I don't blame him. I might be like, I just make beer, dude. I don't know.
Well, it's because technically, like he likes to say his wife is the owner. He just an employee.
His wife manages the whole thing. He's just like, I just make the beer.
Like, I just touch.
That's a good deal, man. That's a good deal. That's a dream. I wouldn't mind that deal at all. I was talking to one of my coworkers today about the beer and everything. And he was asking me all these questions. I was like,
only made one,
dude. I just made one.
Dude, like honestly, I think I have learned so much just through Gus and stuff. And then when people ask me stuff there on the bird, like I can't answer them to an extent.
Yeah.
But then I'm just like, hey, like this is the guy that actually makes this shit. Like it was cool when I was serving our beer.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's cool like to serve your own beer to people. And then like see their reaction the first time they try. It's like, oh fuck, this is good. Like or like, oh, you know what? Like I never liked.
You know what? Maybe we should do it for the label. And how we were talking about doing the candles. Maybe we should do that for the label. Picture of us like this on the front.
And like, it's like remove the fucking design that we had to approve and everything.
Yeah. Just us like this.
In the back.
In the back.
Oh no, it's just like our hands. And the difference is like, because I have the tattoo. And then on yours is the Apple Watch.
Yeah, that shit would be funny.
No, we still gotta make those candles.
No, I mean, I wanted to make the candles. That was the only thing that sucked. Like, I was happy that you know, he needed that, he used it. No, I didn't get to get any, dude. Besides the one.
Oh, he said that he also.
Besides when we drank it there, that's the only time I got to have it. I never. Well, I think it's the one can that you got. Well, we had it.
Well, we had it here.
We had it here.
And we had.
And then you had some that the guys from Studio en Casa drank.
Oh yeah.
But I didn't get to actually get any for myself.
No, it was because he said that like not that he said, well, we noticed like it's been selling so much that I was just like he said that he was gonna give us a 4-pack each, but I was just like, dude, like, you know what, like at this point, like it's better to sell.
I'll be honest, I don't think my parents are gonna like it.
Like you have to see your dad, because I know your dad doesn't try.
Because I had told him about it, so I know he would want to try it, but they're not gonna like it. They're not like the darker beer kind of drinkers. My parents are Mexican cholo beer drinkers. Modelos.
Jose Toro. Gran Modelo, for you guys don't know. It's because in Mexico, that's how you like you know how here you go to a bar, you can order a Cabrona, and it's a Corona.
Yeah.
But in Mexico, like you order like Huevos de Toro, and it's a Negra Modelo because the bottle looks like an testicle. It's just like, oh shit. Like, I thought it was a joke that my dad was telling me, and I was like, I ordered one the first time I went to a bar with him.
And then you're like, holy shit.
And I was just like, oh, that's a thing. Because they also have the joke, because they have the fucking, like, the pickle testicles.
They got pickle testicles?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, you heard me
pickled
right.
testicles.
Yeah, both.
It's because I don't know why in my head I thought pickle testicles. I was like, pickles don't have testicles. I mean, maybe they do. Unless it's a cucumber. See, cucumber.
Cucumber's a pickle, dude.
But a cucumber is a pickle before it's a pickle.
Yeah, but it's the same fruit.
It's in the same fruit, but it's not the same thing. You said
it
cool?
Works out.
Cool. Are we doing it over there at the spot, or?
Yeah, dude.
I'm just asking. I never been there for shit.
Like, you're going to have to come here, because and then we'll go over there. Because it's far.
It's cool. No, that's cool.
But then we also had to, like, because we're gonna do an episode there, too, so.
We're doing an episode there.
Wait, all the barbers. I don't know how that's going to work.
I mean, we'll figure it out. It should be fun.
Yeah, but it's also like help us out because we're gonna see the layout and everything. We might have to take the little.
Oh yeah.
Also, we can take this too. It's traveling. I don't want to pick it up because
it's traveling.
Well, it's because I didn't like hook it up. Like
maybe
it's
we should just make one that we can like
pick up,
mount everywhere we go, and then we don't take one off.
Last Nick to print because not to be a dick to my homie that printed for me, but.
I mean, we should figure. That'd be dope. We can figure it out, like how to
take one. Well, this one?
Like have one, but I mean, because I know we can't just hang it everywhere we go.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah, that's a good thing. I tape it.
Double-sided tape. I would like we can like
with the lights. Like I mean, like we can
figure it out. I think I got an idea.
Fine.
Ideas are flowing.
So if you guys have been like watching us or following us, we're about to be a year. 2 days. Well, from recording.
Actually, by the time you hear this,
it's already been.
It had been 2 years, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks, yeah. But like solid idea here.
Solid idea.
I was like locals supporting locals.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, our 1 year anniversary just happened March 5th, 2021.
Yeah, today's the like as I was recording, it's March the 3rd. We kind of like been busy and like shit's been going on. Yeah. We've been lucky with people hanging out and like. Wanted to do shows and everything.
Things have been happening, and we had some plans, some ideas. The beer was actually was supposed to come out for the 1 year anniversary, but it had to release it. Fortunately, it had to get released, which is fine.
It's coming back, and like Gus wants to have it. As far as I know, he would like to have it as a permanent beer. So you're good old SheepDog. You can get your 6 feet under beer. Where you at, everybody else?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Got too excited.
No, but yeah, it's been 1 year.
It's been 1 year since we put on things.
Which is pretty crazy, man. To think about that, it's been 1 fucking year since we really like started focusing the podcast how we've been doing it.
It's kind of cool.
And
it's cool. It's cool. But also I'm just like, oh shit, 1 year.
Like the amount of people that I think we've gotten to meet over the past year, and I guess kind of how more involved we've really gotten with people and
The community.
and the community, and kind of seeing. I like being the fact that people will say like, "Oh, do you guys know the 6 Feet Under guys?"
Yeah, I'm just like, oh shit, I don't even have stickers anymore.
Yeah, which is pretty
stickers.
dope. Like, I mean, I like that, and that people are getting recommended to us because they're like, "Hey, man, I heard about you guys. I want to work with you guys. I want to do something with you guys." I'm like, "Yeah, for sure. Let's see what we can do."
Just have to
I
like
mean-
figure out scheduling and everything.
Yeah, so I mean, it's been really cool. Again, thank you to everybody who's been watching and listening. Hopefully next year when we have a 2-year or something,
We can do something big.
We'll plan to do something.
And then on COVID,
Depending-
goes away.
Well,
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
Not that it's never gonna go away, but like there's
it's never
more
gonna
like
go away. But I
regulations.
feel like by then we'll be able to do something. But yeah, no,
we're gonna throw out a Razor. Just kidding.
that would be fucking dope.
Keg party.
I'd
with
be
our
honestly
beer.
down to throw like a keg party for our.
What kind of beer is it? 6 Feet Under beer. What else?
All the kegs
6
be
feet
6
under
feet under beer. I mean,
What do you mean?
you
Like,
can bring your own
don't
beer.
be a bitch.
But
drink
like
this.
a keg is we're gonna have at least 2 kegs of just 6 feet under beer.
Dude, if I can walk with those little like half
And
kegs, just like
I want a stage, DJ booth on top, but we're on there actually also doing an episode.
show. There's like
And
people
there's
coming.
gonna be a stripper pole in the middle.
Also, I have to talk to you about that.
But I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm being crazy now.
That might happen.
I'm
Like,
just
we
trying-
might have a stripper episode.
Woo! I'm just trying. I'm just being
waiting on the
crazy,
answer.
crazy setting right now, having ideas. But every dope. But yeah, no. Thank you to everybody who's listening for the past year. Hopefully you've checked this out, and hopefully if this is your first time listening to us, you'll like us and you'll
Go check the other episodes.
check out the rest
please.
of the episodes. Honestly, check them out because I think you'll see, even from the first one to now, you're gonna be like, all right, they've gotten better.
Well, I have to say
It's
this.
at the very least they've been more organized and more
This happened. Rest
better
in
quality.
poop. Rest in poop. My old camera.
Yeah.
And I want to burn it, but it's not though.
Nah, it's not burning. Why would you
No, I
burn
kind
it?
of want to see if they can be
We
fixed.
can fix it, man.
Yeah. Because we had an idea of buying another camera to have 2 angles. Shout out to that guy that commented that.
Yeah, and then that one busted.
Yeah, and then we had to record with my. We could do it with our phones, but I don't think it's gonna be like. We can check the monitors, so we're gonna have to like figure it out. We might have to try one time and just testing it out. But yeah, like this camera started everything. The recorder, like our interface, has been fire as fuck.
It's crazy, man. We started off doing movie reviews, and like thinking about it now, we're like, we still talk about movies on here either way. Like,
Yeah, because we also like.
every now and then you'll hear us talking about movies and whatever, like,
Power Rangers
whatever's
songs.
going on within pop culture. But to go from like that being the focus into now it's like more really community involved and community focused. It's like it's nuts. Like to think about how that kind of transition just kind of happened. And I mean, I wouldn't change it. I like it. I think it's been really, really fun. Especially for me, I haven't really like I've said before, the reason I've gotten to meet a lot of the people I've gotten to meet has been through the other little side things that I've been doing, especially since hanging out with you. Meeting all these
never
other
realized
people,
like
it's
how
been
many
cool.
people actually knew that
Yeah.
did all this shit.
Yeah, that's why. Like it's crazy.
Until
And
like we started doing
the
this, I was
other
like, oh, I
thing
know this
now-
guy.
Not trying to toot our own horn here. Since we've done the podcast, people that we've done the podcast on our show now have their own podcast and are doing
Oh
their
yeah,
own
which
thing.
one of them?
Wh-
It's just like not to be a dick to him. I don't want to mention it here, but like he was telling me like about it, and I was like, dude, like you don't have it yet. Don't jump in without doing
No,
the
well,
research.
I
Do the research.
I
That's
was
what I
really
meant.
more saying like it's cool to seeing that people want to jump on it
Oh, yeah.
and like want to have their own way, to express
cool,
their
yeah, for
thoughts
sure.
and whatnot. It's just really cool. And I mean,
Dude, like Jay,
Honestly, yeah,
I'm
like-
proud of Jay is because
Oh, yeah.
he figured his idea from doing a podcast to just being a DJ and like a online like a radio DJ. Like it's not a podcast, but it's more
no,
of a,
he does basically a DJ set and like
Yeah, with Jeremy, like Midnight at the Laundromat
they'll have
playing.
they'll have their discussion on there every now and then, or they'll
and it'll
talk.
be like it's not long,
Yeah.
so it's just like it's like
not
more
long.
like a phone-in thing, which is great because I think it's hilarious. It's just like, oh yeah, like I'll give you like 5 minutes. Like cool, we just talk like
Yeah,
5 minutes.
I mean that's fucking dope. That's a really cool thing. I mean, it's awesome to see how he's doing it, and it's like you're a radio DJ, which is a cool take because I mean the radio DJ I think is kind of dying out or has been dying
Dude,
out.
I didn't know this is. I found out this the other day that actually not like when I was updating my truck on my car, I listened to fucking Kelly Kid. So apparently they also have a YouTube channel where they really release the same episode. They're doing the whole day live. I was like, oh, you guys like trying to like. And then I saw, I was like, yeah, I don't want to see your guys' faces. Not to be mean, I was just like, oh no, like I don't.
I didn't know
you
they were
guys.
doing that. That's interesting.
It's weird because like they're doing it like it was 2000 like. It's just like you had the potential to do it, but then you're like, going backwards, dude. Like you should already know what you're doing. But
That's how it goes, man. But
also got a big shout out, I think. Thank you to the guys from the Words on Fire, Cujo Jules, 100 episodes. How the fuck are you guys doing this? Now that it was great to like be part of it, talk to them again. We were gonna have another episode with them, of course, but you guys been bigger like supporters of us doing this, helping us out, shouting us out every time there's a new episode. That girl has a pretty face, but she's scary.
oh, God.
She does. Like, look at her. Like, face one. Oh, yeah, she's just scary because she can beat me up. But no, shout out to those guys for actually always like shouting us out and giving us ideas.
Yeah, they actually just did their one. Like he said, they had a 100th episode, and they had a little cool live recording at Old SheepDog Brewery last week.
Exit corner,
which is really
you guys couldn't see it,
which is really cool. I mean, they let us be a part of that, so thank you to those guys for having us for that and really, kind of helping us out with this whole thing. They were one of, I think, our early people that we've had on the show, and since then they've always been very much supporting us and kind of putting us out there with all of their other friends and whatnot.
I think that was the first crossover.
That was our first crossover.
Which we also had to do one again with the guys from Pop Crew. I had to message them. I haven't been.
We need to get out with those guys from. I don't want to say the names. I'm gonna fuck it up. Sorry if I'm fucking it up. La Chaleda.
La Chala del Perro.
La Chala del Perro. Yes.
Yeah, that one's gonna. We had to really plan that one, though, so we can either do it at the brewery or Vitolas.
That one would be fucking dope.
I kind of wanted to do it at Vitolas just because, we got him into the new addiction.
Yeah, I mean, but either one would be cool. I think it would be cool if we can do two. Like they can do one and we can do one.
For sure, that's the whole point that we're gonna do.
That's what I'm saying. We can tell them like we want to highlight one of them and each of them, like Vitolas in one and Old SheepDog
that'd be
in the
great,
other.
dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like it would
even
be cool.
if it's not everybody, like do like two of them in one and then the other two on the other.
Yeah. Ideas. But yeah, I mean. With that, anyways, just thank you guys again to everybody who's listening. I know we've kind of gone on. We've kind of gone on the first 20 minutes of this show. Thanking everybody, but again, we are very thankful for the opportunity that we've gotten with this. Even though we're not where we want to be yet, we're definitely on our way, and we have everybody who's been in our corner for that to help us. And yeah, seriously, if anybody wants to come on the show, whatever you got to talk about, we're open to it. Doesn't matter what it is, even if it's something that we don't agree with. I'm more than happy to have you on the show, and we can talk about it.
We're open about just whatever you're gonna say.
Whatever you're gonna say.
We'll like if you don't find it offensive, like we always make fun of everything, even for ourselves. Yeah. But it's just like, okay, as long as you understand that this is just we're just hanging out.
This is just for fun. It's just talks. Nothing serious.
Gotta remove the camera.
We'll be back after these short messages.
Ooh, we're back. We didn't have real messages for you. We're back. Don't touch me right now. I just wanna chill. What? She got our new mixtape coming out.
I think it was like, oh my god, please stop.
2028.
2028. The 6 Feet Under mixtape.
Don't quote me.
Dude, imagine we should do that.
A mixtape.
We should make a mixtape, and I mean, it could be the dumbest raps, the stupidest raps ever. But like not like us, but like
just random shit that we from
everybody
friends.
Like who we talk. Like, hey man, you want to throw a verse on this?
We have two DJs so far.
Yeah,
Alex DJs. Well, 3 DJs and he freestyles. Adrian freestyles.
It would be dope. I'm pretty sure I can get it. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I was just rapping Kanye on the way over, and I think I did it pretty well.
2006 Kanye?
2006. Dude, that's the only Kanye there is.
Oh, okay, I was making sure. I don't want to fucking
forget all
start
these
drama.
New Kanye people. Like, nah, y'all crazy. That dude needs to be. Nah.
I need you to stop making shoes because they look like shit.
Who?
It's shoes.
Oh, the Yeezys? Yeah. I just don't get. I'm personally.
Drop and
Maybe
Like,
I
they're
don't
gone.
understand fashion, but if that's the case, man, I don't understand fashion.
I don't want to understand.
I don't
fashion.
want to understand fashion. Those shoes and the costs, the price that they are, I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I would not pay that much money for those shoes.
Dude, and then they're like, they sell right away, and then you have to get them as a reseller.
yeah, you get them as a reseller
and
and
it's
like
just
all
like-
that crap.
The fuck?
I just don't see like why
I think
you would want to pay
paying-
that much money for shoes.
I wouldn't like. I think paying you $70. That's already too much.
I don't know, man. I would not spend that kind of money on Yeezys like that. Personally, I mean, I'd rather buy myself a pair of Nikes or a pair of Jordans before I get Yeezys. And I don't even wear Jordans that
I was
much.
like, I've never seen your Jordans.
I haven't had
Do
a
you
pair
own Jordans?
No. The last pair of Jordans I owned, I think I was in like 7th grade, maybe. It was a long time ago. I haven't had a pair. And I've wanted some, I'm not going to lie. I've been wanting to get some again. But
Like, I like the old school Jordans.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I wouldn't buy Jordans now or before.
yeah, no. I think the ones, I can't remember which ones I had. But they were cool. They were like all black. And on the side, it had Jordan, but that was in gold. And like the little lace outlets, whatever they're called here, where the laces are, that was gold too. They were pretty
Like a
gold.
gold.
They were fucking sick. I don't remember which ones it were. I really don't. I'm bad with like knowing which
I don't-
Jordans are which Jordans.
There has so many Jordans. Like, there's Oreo orange. Jordan, sorry. Oreo Jordans. Orange. I don't know why I say orange.
It's like you said Oreo orange. It's like,
Yeah, I
wait,
was
what?
just like, wait, Oreo Jordans. There's like black and white, but it looks exactly the same. Just that like it's a different shade. I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? It's a fucking shoe.
Yeah, dude.
But
They
like,
get
I
fucking crazy.
understand like the reasons why I like skate shoes.
I won't even. I understand the hype around Jordan. I mean, Jordan kind of built what
Well, yeah, he
what
was
shoes are and what sneakers are nowadays. He built the hype around that.
But not only that, like I was just like look at like skating shoes, like from like professionals, like pro. They have their signature shoe, but the only
Yeah.
thing that changes is just the color.
It's the color.
Somebody's like, oh, okay, like it's like I have the Shino ones, and they're just black, Shino blacks. There's the Shino whites and Shino reds. That's all he does.
You know, black shit.
And then I forgot the other guys, which are the pink ones that I have. But I was just like, that's it. Like, it's not like it doesn't have like a code name to it every time, and they don't release every year. It's just like, oh, I'll do one
You know
set.
what? While we're on the topic of shoes, I have a complaint.
What?
So these shoes that I bought, I got the you can see them, the Nike Vapor Maxes. Got them last month. When I was getting them, initially, I didn't notice that there was a different men's and women's, and I was actually looking at the women's without even realizing it. And they had some really dope ass ones that were like red and blue and white. Like these are all white, but these had like red and blue in it, and they looked fucking sick. So then I was literally like, all right, cool. I'm going to get them size 11, whatever. As I'm checking it out at the checkout, I remember seeing Nike women's like, oh, are you fucking kidding me? These are women's. So then I was thinking, okay, I just got to go get them a men's. And go to the men's, like they only had white and black in the men's. They didn't have cool colored ones. And I was like, why does that
Is
shit?
there a way you were gonna buy them white though?
Huh?
Were you just gonna buy them white?
No, but those were like white and like it had red and blue in it.
Oh, okay.
Like it was a three colorway. This is just one colorway, just all white. And I was just like, that shit always happens. I feel like the women's shoes
Add more colors.
have more color variant, more color options. And I'm always like, look, I get it. Men are more simple, but I like to be colorful. I want to be able to stand out a little
colors.
bit. I want to be able to be like, damn, those are some sick ass shoes.
Why didn't you just stay? Is there a much
They didn't
difference?
have my size that
Oh,
I
okay,
needed if
makes
I were to
sense.
get them in women's.
Does make sense.
Because I think the smallest, they stop at like 12. And I think I would need like a 13? I think it's 2 sizes bigger than a woman's.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I want to say.
It's just because like skate shoes are neutral, like it has both sizes on it.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like, oh, like, yes, I never noticed the girl size.
Yeah. I don't remember what the sizing is, but I think that's what it is. It would have to be bigger.
Had this one's for the longest time. Also, shout out to my Charmander socks.
Shout out to my Chargers.
Woo, that was, I don't know, dude. Like that's. I think that I always
I don't know.
wear
Like,
skate shoes. So
I'm like, what the fuck? That's kind of fucked up. Because it's not. I'm not even just saying that. Just it. I've seen it more often than not. Like the guys' shoes are generally just like so. Unless you get like Jordans. Jordan, for some reason, the basketball shoes always have the coolest fucking colors.
And then doesn't every player now has their own lineup?
Dude,
shoes?
every fucking player has their own shoe. Like Kyrie has his own, Kevin Durant has his own, Kobe had his own. I mean, Kobe still exists. Those are still, LeBron has his own. Well, what's crazy is that like before you used to think everybody wanted to go with Nike. Now a bunch of players are like saying, no, some of them are going with Under Armour. Some of them are going to go with like Chinese companies. Like Dwayne Wade, he was with Nike. And then recently he just left and he signed over with a Chinese company. But it's because they have less athletes, and it's smart. I mean, if you just want to make the money, they have less athletes, so they'll put more into his shoe than the other shoes. Yeah, other shoes. And because he has more marketability for them, which is fucking great. I mean, it works for him. It was cool. But yeah, I mean,
just trying to like picture like a Chinese.
The way?
I couldn't think of any like brand.
I don't remember what the brand is called, but yeah, I know they have their own brand. There's a Chinese brand of like that makes shoes, and he's the one with one of them. And then Tony Parker, who used to play with the San Antonio Spurs, he was, I think, also with Nike for the longest time until he retired. And then he went over to, I think it's that Chinese one also, actually. But because they wanted to make him his own, like, France, because he's from France.
Oh, okay.
And they wanted to really market him in France, so I think that's what they did. But yeah, every player pretty much has their own shoe. I think that's like one of the things that's just kind of more common now. But that's why it makes it more competitive, and that's what's crazy. Like Jordan,
it's only like I feel like it's only like in basketball shoes that I see that.
It really is,
because but even skating is like the shoes, like the max they go 8 shoes.
Yeah,
I think it's like $80 max, and that's like an actual boot.
I will say I do. No, they have football and baseball too, because Jordan actually even sponsors those athletes also. Like Derek Jeter was part of Jordan brand, and he had his own baseball shoe like that. I remember when I was playing in high school, I was like, "Fuck, I want to get the Jeters." But
that sounds badass.
Yeah, dude. Everyone like to say like,
Jeters?
"I got the Jeters."
Oh shit! Number two. But he's not dead.
Not dead, but respect to the man. He's a legend.
Real dude.
That last game, though, man, it was like fucking, literally, like you just wrote it. It's like a movie. Literally, was like a movie.
I think he had him and Reggie
Jackson.
I think there was like the best retirements. Gonna retire with 3 home runs in one year. That's fire.
I still like Jeters. Jeters was fucking Jeters magical, man. To go out that way, fucking bottom of the 9th, runner on second, single. If you get a single, probably put him over, or at least, put him in running position, and then to actually get the single, and then he fucking scores on the first pitch too, of all things, like the very first pitch of his at bat.
Dude, like he was the badass baseball.
Oh, Jeter was fucking legendary.
I don't want to compare it either. Like he was the closest to Babe Ruth. Closest, because Babe Ruth's a different thing.
Well, that's hard. Because I would say also Hank Aaron was. Because Babe Ruth, this is the other thing too.
It's because he was the first one to be like, oh
yeah, he was the first person that you would say like it was like a god in any kind of sport. I think that's why his name is known. Because then you think about it too, and I've had this conversation before with people like, you think about it now, if Babe Ruth were in today's league, he'd probably be a AA player at best. I think just because the way the game was back then, it was so slow, and all they worried about was fucking,
Well, it's because I feel like back in the day, was more of an average Joe sport. Baseball back in the day.
I think it's just because they didn't have really the talent development that we have now, and like the expectancy. It's like anything.
They didn't have how my dad said.
It's like now with motocross.
My dad says, like they didn't have enough Latinos in there.
Probably. Yeah. It's like now with like I would say like motocross, like freestyle. You think about it, the evolution of the backflip. When it first started, everyone was like, "Holy fuck, how you do that?" But now it's like everybody and their mom. Fucking backflips. Same
thing with skateboard. Like every I see an 8-year-old doing a kickflip. I'm like, God damn it, it's my first clip when I was like 12.
That's why.
And I was lucky to land it.
That's what I'm saying. Like even like the tricks,
tail flips,
or everything like that. Like everyone just starts to learn and pick it up more. Because I mean, I wish I really knew how fast those guys were throwing back then. I would like to know. I don't think they were throwing in the 90s. I feel like they wouldn't be throwing.
I think if that was the highest, like 90, I think so.
Probably,
I think.
maybe.
And then just now it's just like what?
Because
What's
now,
the
like,
highest
there's
pitch
guys
now?
that are throwing like 105, 106.
Go
They're
with
like,
shit.
there's people that can fucking throw it that hard.
Got the Google machine.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think. I mean, Babe Ruth is a legend. Don't get me wrong. Nothing but respect for that man. But I think in today's game, I don't think he would have the same impact that fucking, like Derek Jeter had or fucking like Robinson Cano had when he was in his early days with the Yankees.
105.8 miles per hour.
Yeah,
It's the highest.
It's the highest.
Chuck. Breaking the sound barrier.
Breaking the sound barrier. Speaking of which, man, spring training should be is happening right now, I think, actually.
How's this gonna work now? Like, I know, because I know the Rhinos are like limited to selling tickets, but it's also weird because they still give the free military tickets.
The Chihuahuas are gonna do, from what I understand, 25% capacity.
We should talk to Fernando because he's been.
They released the schedule. Their first home game, I think, is April 22nd. So I mean, I think they're pretty much going out the way the locomotives were, because I mean the same group is the same people that own the locomotives, so they already kind of have that down. But I mean, we'll see. I mean, we have no idea. They might change it now, because I mean, fucking Abbott, dumbass that he is.
I don't think that's. I've seen like all the businesses that we know and people that we know, like they're not doing. Like at the brewery, they're not gonna do that shit.
You don't have to, because I mean, they're a private business, and a private business, you can say "fuck you."
But he also said like follow
mask.
whatever. I was like, well, yeah, the fucking medical team is saying something else. Asshole. I was like, why am I gonna follow what you say?
No, but that's why. Like that's what I'm saying. Like they could do their own thing, and you have to go by it because it's their business. It's like saying no shoot, no shirt, no service. Sorry, right now because of the conditions, we require everybody wear a mask, and that's fine. Is that CM Punk?
No, that's Elias.
Oh,
the one that always breaks his fender.
No, it's Elias, but who's the other dude?
I guess he has a bodyguard now, dude.
Oh shit, he looks like him. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted.
With the muscly man.
The muscle man. Damn, that oil though.
There's a joke on WE, dude. Like Finn Balor, one of my favorite wrestlers, because he's the most fit because he only has 5% body fat, and he doesn't have a diet. It's just like I just work out.
He just works out like crazy.
Well, he's like I just do my workouts and I'm used to it. Like it's my body already. Like, but he never also like puts baby oil or anything. So there's a joke. I think like a year ago or 2 years ago, where like they were like, "Oh, we ran out of baby oil. You want some butter?" And it's like, no.
Oh god.
Or when he won the title, it's like, "Oh, the only sad thing is that the title's gonna cover those amazing abs." And Finn Balor, and he's super tiny too.
Oh yeah.
He's 5'8".
5'8". Está chiquillo, mijo.
Está chiqui. Oh yeah, I forget that he's a wrestler now.
Yeah, but yeah, no. I forgot where I was talking about. Oh yeah, the businesses and whatnot. Like, yeah, I mean, they can do their own thing, and you gotta follow it. Don't be one of those jerks who starts complaining it's not the law. I'm like, it's not up to the law, but it's a private business, dumbass.
Yeah. Like, maybe if you go to Subway.
We're not, they're not discriminating you based on color, gender, or race, or
also,
disability.
You saw what Coca-Cola is doing?
What are they
anti-white marketing.
No, what are they doing?
So they released like a list of stop being so white.
What?
Which is dumb because like you read it, it's just it's basically saying start being proud of who you are. Like it's like I understand like don't be like it's like basically don't be an asshole and just don't be proud of your ethnicity. Like there's a list in the New York Times that came out that the Coca-Cola was just like promoting.
Yeah.
Like avoiding white privilege.
Uh-huh.
I was just like, just telling people don't be an asshole. Like it's not even white in general. It's just like telling people like don't be an asshole. It's just like it just sounds weird. It's like when you like specify it. I'm just like, that made it kind of racist.
Well, I mean that.
It's kind of.
I think that's kind of the point.
Yeah, but it's also like you're a company that like you don't want to be associated.
No, but I think that's what they're kind of saying. Like it sucks when it's turned on you. Like I think that's what they're trying to get the point across. Like, I mean, I don't know. I could be thinking wrongly into it, but if they're saying don't be white, they're probably trying to get that point across. Like, hey,
you're a race too.
Guess what, bro? It sucks when it's turned on you, huh? You're the one that's saying
Karen.
If you're an asshole, like a fucking white supremacist like that, and you're like, don't be fucking Mexican, don't be black or whatever. Guess what? What if I told you don't be white? Maybe that's the point they're trying to get at.
I thought it was just funny. I was just like, okay, that's just so funny.
Yeah.
Like, I hate. Wait, gotta change. Like, he's checking his calendar because he's free right now.
Oh god. But yeah, I mean, I guess with that,
Don't be butthole.
fuck Abbott. Fuck that guy. I said
Yeah,
it.
no, for sure, dude.
Seriously, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's like, I don't think any business will open unless you're stupid.
It's just, it doesn't make sense to me now. I was reading something that we're barely at 13.4% of people in Texas are vaccinated.
Yeah, and they also like number 48 for the line.
Like, it fucking makes no fucking sense to me how we're gonna be like, just, oh yeah, fuck, no more masks, open up 100%, cool, no big deal. I'm like, are you stupid, bro? Are you stupid? Like, I honestly, I don't mind the opening up more, fine. But to disregard the mask mandate, that's kind of retarded.
Wednesday instead of
Okay, no, that's fine.
Sick.
I think people just really gotta realize, like, look, fuckers, this shit's not going away anytime soon. But that doesn't mean we can just go out and act stupid and act like it's not there. Not at least until more people are vaccinated. Once they're vaccinated, fine. We can maybe get to, we can loosen that shit up. But I think, me, myself, personally, I'm wearing a fucking mask probably for the next year. I think it's just going to be my thing.
I will wear a mask for like 5 years. I don't care.
Yeah.
Also,
like, it's not a big deal. Like, what the fuck? It's just a goddamn mask. It's not going to kill you.
Like, it's... I don't know how it's like. I would feel weird just going to a place and not seeing someone wearing a mask.
As it is, yeah, I feel weird walking with that one at times. Like, it's just kind of become normal, I guess, to me.
Yeah, and also, like, you think about, like, Japan has been doing that for years. Like, when
that's
you're
the
sick.
thing, dude. That's why I hate when people bitch. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Japan, like, the Asian markets, the Asian countries,
they're wearing
that's
masks.
part of their culture. They've always worn masks.
As soon as they get sick for anything.
Yeah. And
like, even if it's just, like,
masks.
the dumbest, like, the simplest thing, I was like, yeah, makes sense, dude. Like, you don't want to get anybody infected.
Yeah. Like, it's just a fucking being decent person. Like, hey, man, just wear it.
It's like, don't be a bot.
If not for you, wear it for your children. Where'd you go? Man.
Sorry, I'm just answering this too. Cool. Sex. Yeah. I was like, it's dumb. And like, why would you just not wear a mask?
Cancel culture.
That's also dumb.
Jeremy Renner is apparently being canceled again.
Why?
I don't know. I think some allegations came up again from 2019 when apparently his wife said that he was a constant alcoholic, drug abuser, and was, I guess, violent to her. And I guess somehow, like, it resurfaced today, and like it was trending on Twitter, like, canceled Jeremy Renner or something like that. It's life, bro. Cancel.
Cancel. Don't cancel this.
Delete. I was
Damn.
I don't even. Did I do it right?
Yeah.
That's what it is, right? That's what he does.
Yeah,
he goes
he
like
does
this.
the delete. Can't because the mic is right here, but yeah, you're right. Yeah, he does. Also, Big Show left WWE.
Yeah, I saw it. We talked about that last
I
time.
know. I'm just excited about that. That guy's name called the Priest. Damien. Damien Priest, sorry.
It looks kind of scary.
Because they're trying to do also, like, they have the WWE Underground.
I don't know
like,
what that is.
It's just their YouTube channel, like wrestling,
Oh.
but they make it look like Fight Club. It's just like, dude, a Fight Club.
I feel like the Godfather right now
With a dog now.
with the dog instead of he has a cat, right?
Yeah, it's a cat. Also, you know that the cat was just like not planned? Marlon Brando just
Oh,
showed
really?
up.
He just showed up with a
Yeah,
fucking
it's
cat.
like right when they said action, like he already had the cat, like he didn't tell anybody. And he just stayed on the movie. It was like one of like improvs and mistakes that he was like, well, it's like just like who
Come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding.
That and just remembering like the fucking Utopia.
Well, that's why. That's okay. That's what's funny. That's what came to my mind instead of the Marlon Brando thing more than anything. Oh, daddy! Even though I know we talked about the last time, but it happened again. Do you know what I didn't realize? Someone pointed out to me today because we were talking about movies and whatnot. And Back to the Future, in the beginning of the movie, when Marty goes to the mall,
Yeah.
it's the Twin Pines Mall.
Yeah, and it's
He goes
single
back
pine.
into time. He hits one of the trees over. So
Wait,
when,
you barely noticed that?
I didn't notice it until honestly a month or 2 months ago. Then he goes back at the end of the movie and it's called the Lone Pine Mall.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's all I was like, what the fuck? And it really blew my mind. I was like, holy crap, man. I know it's a masterpiece, but give Robert Zemeckis another fucking Oscar for that shit.
Like fucking what, 20 years
just for
later?
those details and having the
Dude, all the
conscious mind that he did to think about that. I was like, what the hell? That's crazy.
They even pointed out with WandaVision, the finale coming this Friday.
Yeah.
Like, all the shit that they also little hints. You're like, what the fuck? Like the names on the stores.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Well,
also, I think they
the
fucked
commercials
up.
make sense now.
Oh yeah, the commercials.
Did you see what? No, they never made sense before.
Yeah, because they
not
were like,
not the style, but now it makes sense as to why and what's going on with them.
oh okay. Yeah. Sorry, I was just because they were hinting out Stryker, Hydra.
No, I'm talking about the Marvel hints that they're putting on there, like how it relates to. Because for example, and spoiler alert if you haven't seen the 7th episode, which I'm sure you would have by now. But
yeah, because this is coming after the fucking finale.
yeah. But in that episode, it shows Wanda going through her pretty much history or whatever, and when she's a kid, and they're saying her choice to watch was the Dick Van Dyke Show, which was the style of the first episode in the fucking WandaVision show, and in that first episode, there's a commercial. I guess it's for a toaster or something. On the toaster, it's all black and white except for a little flashing red light that's on the front of the toaster. And in this episode, when she's a child, and what's the country that they're from? So it starts with an L. It's
Slovakia.
It's not Slovakia. It's Sokovia. Sokovia. She's a child in Sokovia, and it's a war-ridden country. And her dad, I guess obviously, it's a third world country or whatever. So I mean, they take pride in having these VHS tapes of the old TV shows, and she picks the Dick Van Dyke Show to watch on her. It's her night to pick.
Yeah.
So it's a black and white show, and while this is happening, their house gets bombed. Her and her brother survive. The parents die, but as they're under the house and they see the fucking nuke there or the bomb there,
it's Stark Industries,
and it's a Stark Industries bomb, but it's flashing the red light. So that's what they're saying. Yeah. That makes sense now. It's a flashback as to that, and that's why that's in her conscious. And even the crazier thing now, which is nuts because I saw someone else talking about it. I guess I think on comicbook.com, they're talking about that the Mind Stone now, it's not being said to give them the powers, but to release their powers. The mutant gene. That they already had the mutant gene, because I mean everyone knows
originally
who their dad is originally.
Yeah, in the comic books, but on the Marvel universe is different.
Yeah, but
that's the other reason why they also brought this guy to play Quicksilver.
Yeah.
Also, which I think with the episode, the '90s episode or to the early 2000s, when they started Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah,
they kind of messed. They should have do Scrubs, because at the end of the thing it says, "I'm no Superman."
Oh yeah.
I was just you missed the one spot where you can make fun of DC.
True.
But
yeah, but I mean, it would make sense to have kids in Scrubs.
Yeah, but they also they did the Kick-Ass shout out.
Yeah,
he comes out in Kick-Ass, and the original actor was from Kick-Ass. So it was just that's perfect.
I mean, I'm gonna be very disappointed though if it turned out to be nothing more than just that. That it was just kind of we couldn't get the other guy, so we just thought, let's put him in there.
Well, it's because it's weird, just because they bought Fox.
Well, that's why, I'm really hoping that's not the case, but that's what it seems like
now.
But
then we have No Way Home. That's the name?
That's the name of it, No Way Home.
And then in the Multiverse of Madness, so it's 2 movies they're going to be, and then they're putting this a thing to be part of. And then the same month, I don't know how they're gonna do. It's gonna be hard to top because of this March is gonna be the first episode of Falcon and Soldier. Which I'm just oh shit, you're going from something kind of not comedy, dark comedy to it's gonna be action based, Mandalorian style. Which has to be because
They
they're both
said
soldiers.
no. They said Falcon Winter Soldier is more of like action based than anything. It's not gonna be like the way WandaVision was. But the other crazy thing was that they were saying too, like they're like that there probably won't be another season of WandaVision because this is supposed to be essentially like a movie made into a TV show because this is starting to get your mind into the fact of there being the multiverse, and then it goes into Doctor Strange, which is essentially would be a sequel to WandaVision because she's supposed to be in Doctor Strange.
As far as I understand, Phase 4 starts.
Phase 4
starts stage 4. With Spider-Man Far From Home. That's the beginning. It's the end and the beginning of 4.
No.
It's the end of stage 3, no?
Stage 3 already ended with Endgame.
Well, then that's the beginning of stage 4.
Phase 4 would be Black Widow.
Well, yeah, but it sets the tone to start it. And then it's Black Widow, like the actual official start. Like, basically, Far From Home is just the interlude.
Pretty much WandaVision is Phase 4.
Yeah, which is, like, because it's the same thing. Like, I think it's either gonna start Young Avengers or Dark Avengers, depending on Black Widow.
I read that they were doing Young Avengers.
But it's because also Black Widow, like I said, her sister kind of played that role of being Black Widow with the whole like face technology shit.
That girl is gorgeous. Not Scarlett Jo, the other girl.
Oh, both of them.
I can't remember her name, but she was in that movie.
She was Paige on Fighting With My Family.
Yeah.
Wrestling With My Family.
But she's in another movie. The one that I saw last year.
The horror film?
No, not the horror film. The one of the four sisters. Called.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking look for this because it's pissing me off too.
What was the movie's name?
Looking at what?
It was with Emma Watson. Her. I can't remember what the movie's called. It's like these four sisters back in like fucking
Florence Pugh.
Yeah, Florence Pugh.
Did the movies.
She's
Marcella, The Falling, Lady Macbeth. What? She was Lady Macbeth?
Maybe, I guess.
Father of the Bride. Little Woman.
Little Women. That one.
Yeah, it's because I didn't see that one.
Little Women. That one. That was the one that I was like, man, this is not a manly man movie, but damn, it was a good movie.
You went on a date to watch that movie.
Yes, it was a date. I don't want to talk about it.
That's good. Grab Chica to cover.
Hold me.
Hold me, cause I'm being a little bitch tonight. Yo, 2028.
But yeah, I mean,
it's just
the Marvel stuff is coming out interesting. I'm
not only that, like
I'm excited for it. I'm just happy that things are moving again because it had been now like what
a year,
more than a year, 2 years, I think.
Year and a half.
Because the last one was Far From Home.
Yeah, and that was the beginning of 2020, no? That was the end of 2019.
That was the end of not even 19. Was it the end of 19?
Making me think.
Because Endgame came out 18, I think.
Damn it! I am opening everything except the app.
But no, it was 19. You're right, because that's when we started doing this thing for like originally how we were gonna do it with the movies.
Came out 2019.
Yeah. Endgame came out May of 2019.
Yeah.
And Far From Home was in the same year, at the end of that year.
Yeah. Which I also like how they were like promoting like the name change.
Oh, dude, we gotta stop it. Oh, you're back after these short
recording
messages.
on full HD. Oh,
Really, me, man.
well, yeah, you're just holding Chico and like.
I don't know why. It's been a long day. I was walking all fucking day.
Supposed to do work stuff. I can't say what you're doing.
I'm gonna say this. I got to look at some water parks today, which is pretty cool.
I was trying to play the water park part.
No, I mean, I'm not saying anything specific, but yeah, I got to see some water parks. It was pretty fun.
And Charlotte Fleur just keeps looking weirder and weirder. Many surgeries.
Too many surgeries.
Have you seen the Little Rock show?
Young
Rock? Yeah.
Sorry. I watched the first episode. I haven't seen the other one.
They're fucking great. Also, shout out that his first car was a Thunderbird.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I was like, ooh, but he got the speed. Like, how much do you think people paid to be part of the screens?
Oh, they gotta pay for that?
I'm pretty sure, dude.
I would hope not, man. I know the NBA. Well, I don't know if. Yeah, the NBA wasn't charging them.
Well, but like some leagues were no, like some sports were trying to be a cardboard.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was like they would charge you if you wanted a cutout, but like on the NBA, like when they would have their games on, like last year in the playoffs in the bubble, excuse me, all you had to do was tweet like a certain hashtag or whatever when you were watching the game, and they would put you, if they picked you, they would just put you on the fucking, what's it called, the screens or whatever. They wouldn't make you pay though. So if they make you pay, that kind of sucks. I mean, why are you gonna pay for something you still gotta watch from home? That's bullshit.
I don't know, dude. Oh, because you get to be live. You know how like they're always like minutes apart from the original like
Yeah,
TV
but I
show.
mean, even then, it's like I'd rather just watch it on TV if that's the case.
Dude, that's why I canceled my WE membership.
That just makes no sense. Why would you want to pay for that shit?
Membership? Well, because we're watching the we're watching the
That's
pay per
like me. That's like me paying for the theater even though I'm watching it from home.
Oh yeah. Oh, which I also think that's stupid. There's Disney charging for that Dragon one. 30.
Ray.
Yeah, it's. So you know how like I pay that.
Legend of the Last Dragon.
Yeah, like I pay that $32 for
Right,
Mulan.
it's Raya, not Ray.
$32 for Mulan.
Yeah, it was $30.
Or yeah, whatever. And then apparently like Soul was free.
Oh, it was free.
But then like for this one you had to pay $32 too now. I was like, I don't.
I'm curious. I'd like to know how they're picking that as to why they're doing some are free, some are just.
Soul. I think it was a good movie. Don't get me wrong. It was like I was just like, I would rather pay the $30 for this one than Mulan. Like I did like Mulan, but I'm just like it's kind of like a reinterpretation.
I honestly want to.
Soul was like a original Pixar movie.
I guess they're making you pay Raya. Because I was gonna say maybe it's because it's a live action thing. Maybe that's why you had to pay for it. But no, if they're charging you for the next one, that doesn't make sense.
But like Soul was an original movie. Raya is an original movie. Pay that. And it also $30.
Wait,
is
they're not going
much.
to charge for Raya. They are going to charge for Raya.
There are $30.
Oh, well, okay.
I was just like, why? Like you made me not pay for one.
Have you seen the new Tom and Jerry movie? Sorry, I totally
I was like, I want to see it. It's already out?
It's already out. I didn't even know it was on either. I saw it was out on HBO Max.
I saw that trailer. Like that's it.
Yeah, it's out on HBO Max. I think they have it out on there until March 26th, I think. Free. Oh, dude. Guess what comes out this Friday?
The Ducks?
No, that doesn't come out till I think the
March
26th or something like that. Yeah, around that 20th. No, the new A Day to Remember album comes out March 5th.
Is that why they're still releasing like the old shirts? What alternative colors?
No, I think they're just doing that because it's still the 20th anniversary of Homesick. Is it 20 or is it 10?
And like 20.
I was like, no, wait,
can't be
20 is too much. Never mind.
Yeah, like we were 8 and 9. Like what the fuck?
Like no, that didn't happen.
I don't remember in my childhood.
Imagine being a little kid.
I know we covered this. That was me with the Misfits. That's me with the Misfits. I got in trouble once for having a Misfit shirt in school.
Why? Because that's the devil?
Well, it was just like I was in elementary.
That's the devil.
I was in elementary and like I was in a private school, so we had to wear uniforms, which is stupid because in Mexico you still have to wear uniform for public schools. He was looking at the door like, oh shit.
That's why he keeps crying because he wants to try and go out the door. I'm like, you're not going anywhere, bro. You're staying here. Staying here.
Oh, I forgot that girl scares the shit out of me.
Oh shit, man. Shit.
Damn, dude, like already like.
Yeah, it's been a while.
10 years.
10 years since that fucking since that album.
It's weird to think about like where you were in, which I found out like I had a weird moment on Monday. Like a moment I was just like, what the fuck's going on with this world? So one of my old students is on the run.
He's on the run?
Yeah.
From what? Well, I know that, but like, what did he do? Oh, Jesus Christ, man!
But the first time I saw the thing on, because he got blasted on like art pages in Instagram and on Twitter from El Paso. He lives in Juarez. And like the first one, I was just like, he made it seem like he killed the mom and the baby.
Yeah.
And then like later on, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna like, this is like, maybe I'm reading the name wrong. And I was like, oh no, they put in pictures like, oh fuck, is this kid? And then like again later, I was like, oh, it's just a kid. But even so, I was like, how the? And I had to show like people that I know that I used to work with and teach him. I was just like, this is like the weirdest thing. Like we have heard like our students like working at bars and stuff like that. Like it's still weird
Well, I
because
mean,
like I know them since they were like.
Yeah, but you can't compare that to fucking murdering
Yeah, no,
a
like
child.
but I'm saying like picturing like I picture these people like kids. Yes, they're adults now, but like I see them and they're like in my head they're still like up to my past my waist. So I'm just like, oh shit, like I just see this like kid like sounds fucked up, like I'm laughing. Not because I'm laughing, just like killing someone. It's like, but also how the fuck mentally you're there to like I know I like to joke about like kids and shit. Like nah, I wouldn't kill a kid, but I was just like, oh fuck, like this is a real thing. I was like, oh fuck. That's just
I mean, I'll say that, man. I don't know. It's
and then
like,
like
it's
when
like what
people
we
will
were,
ask me
it's,
like, was he high or something?
it's
Like I don't know.
It's
Dude.
like what we were talking about the last time with fucking
Rape?
with no, not rape.
Anything?
With Alex about what happened in Cincinnati.
Oh yeah, the
I
shooting.
will never understand what goes through a person's mind that makes them capable of taking somebody else's life.
Like I'm saying that this is someone that used to date a mom. And it's just like I never had like I
No.
was never jealous
But see,
of that.
it shouldn't even be that, dude. It shouldn't be anything that have to do with being around a kid or whatever. It's like if you really are, if
It's
you
just
really
funny,
are,
sorry, like
it's
I'm not
'cause
laughing because we're talking about, but just Chico like in a big ass bed. It's too funny.
there's a big dog bed on the floor, and he's like sniffing around with it, trying to find his
It's new,
spot right
Chico.
now.
It's new.
But yeah, no, like the fact that you as a man think it's like the man thing to do to take somebody's life, like, dude, you have serious issues, serious fucking issues. Because I mean, beyond that, a man's life, a child's life, at that, dude. No, dude, seriously, get your fucking ass together. That's ridiculous. Never. I just can't imagine that. I can never see myself. Like, mind you, fine, I get going to a bar, somebody tries to start some shit with you, you're gonna defend yourself, fine. But
Before we said, guys, I'm not drinking this because I still have one of your beers, but I just want to get rid of that while I'm starting.
if something like that happens, you need to be able to. I think it takes more of a man to walk away and to understand this isn't worth fucking putting my entire life or my friends and family at risk.
Dude, the fact that you're on the run.
And even that, it's like I don't understand how you would do that. Like, why would you do something like that? That doesn't make sense to me.
Dude, and then I still talk to his sister because she was also a student of mine. And she's the one that I kind of messaged her. It's like, hey, like, is this a real thing? Like, or this is just like me, like, imagining shit on Twitter and Instagram. She's like, yeah, I was about to tell you. And like, last time she talked to him was like 2-3 months ago.
Yeah.
Because he got in a fight with the girl. The girl called her crying about him. And then it was him. But she was saying like I think he's on the run, and if he's on the run, he probably is gonna kill himself before going. And he can't cross to the States because he has a warrant because he got caught like doing street art like years ago, and he like missed his court date. I was like, dude, like I think like going to like you were gonna spend like 3 months or 6 months max jail for missing that date. It's like. Now you're like fucked up something really worse. Like spend the 6 months max, I guess that was the max in prison. Then going out
at
to
this
like.
point, forget the 6 months. So your ass is going away for life, if not being killed yourself.
But then also it's like I told her it's like, hey, like it sounds fucked up. It's like it's over there.
What do you think about the death penalty?
Depends on the situation.
No, but do you think like it's? Do you think
Like we should kill someone because
like regardless? Because I mean, like I think Texas has the death penalty from what I remember. Yeah, we have the death penalty. Do you think it's a justifiable punishment to take somebody's life, like if they were to take a life?
it's weird. I I think so, dude. Like honestly, I think it's should be done because there's like, what's the point? Like you kill someone, and then like you still get to live, but in jail for like 60 years, which of course you're gonna die in there. Like if you're in your past your 20s, I don't think you're gonna get out. And even if you get out, like you're gonna be like, I don't know how to function now.
I mean, I'll say
Like
that.
technology
I'll say that.
advances too quick.
If you murder somebody and you in cold blood and you know what you did, it wasn't like
If you're mentally there and you know what you did,
not even that. Like just if you murdered somebody and you know that you murdered it, like you pulled the trigger, you stabbed them, whatever the fuck the case may be, you know it, willingly knowing what you did, you deserve to rot.
oh yeah.
Like regardless, like
But I think
at the
it's just,
minimum,
like-
you should never be let out of jail. But
But
I'm
at the same time,
I'm
it's
also
just like-
I don't think like it's wrong to say like fuck no, they should
Because
die.
like dude, like also like we're paying for him to be there.
That's true.
So it's just like I don't want to pay for a fucking murderer to be there.
And look, okay, I know we're getting into like a little
It's
heavier
weird.
topic, but again,
But we just
this
we're
is
here.
just our own opinion. Everybody has the right to their own opinion. I'm not a fucking lawmaker. I don't know, specifically how this process works. This is just our own thoughts. You have your own thought. We will come on the show, talk to us about it. But I think that
we
too.
should have a. That being said, like I think we should have a ex-officer. I don't think an officer now will do it, but an ex.
I'd like to talk to the police officer.
I think like retired, like but not too long ago.
Yeah.
Will work just because.
Nah,
like, it's
even
still,
like a current PD, I wouldn't mind talking to him if they
I
can
have to
come on
play
here,
it.
just have a civil conversation. Like fuck it, by all means,
Fuck, I know
I'm all down.
I might be able to do that.
I'm down. I'd like to get their opinion because we all know a lot of shit's gone down the past year, 2, 3, whatever years it's been. It's been going on forever, but specifically the past couple years, there's a lot of shit been going on within PD themselves. So I mean, I'd like to have a conversation with them, see what they think. And if they do come on, man, if they're not willing to share their name because they're existing PD, by all means, we could fucking block it. We could.
All right, we can
We
put
could
him on the
sit
side.
you so you're not facing the camera. We could blur your face out. We'll figure something out.
Yeah,
I'm more than willing to, we'll make you anonymous. I think it'd be cool to talk to a PD officer.
I think I can make that. Some people that we know.
Yeah. But I mean, again, seriously, guys, I think that we're getting to the serious. This is a serious conversation today. This is the other thing.
Fucking going serious,
I cannot stand the fact that we just can't talk about shit anymore. The
Dude,
second
freedom of speech is just
second
not there anymore.
it's not even that. It's the fact that like people just get so offended by somebody's own opinion and their own thought. Did you see his head?
He moved when I pick him up.
I mean,
Sorry, Chico.
it was an accident, and I'll tell you, it happens more often than you think. The
No,
guy,
it's like he was straight and then he moved
no,
sideways
dude,
when I passed by the
he
table.
does that. He always
Okay, you want to get down
he
there.
always hits his head. No, yeah, like I hate that. Like nowadays,
goes to you,
it's
like,
just
I
so
got
hard
hit.
to have a conversation with somebody because
They get offended.
people get so offended or people get so upset that like your thoughts aren't what they believe in. And I've always been someone who's like, I don't care if we have difference of opinion. I don't care if we have difference of thought. If we can talk about it in a civilized manner without you getting enraged, like that's great. That's how it should be. That's what this country should be about. That's what it's been about. Again, like, so I mean, stop being such assholes when it comes to that shit. Just because somebody doesn't think the same way that you do doesn't make them a complete and utter idiot or jerk. Now, I will say this though. Like, if you're a racist and all that kind of shit, no, seriously, fuck you, dude. Something's wrong with you. But, like, we should be able to have
I feel
civil
like
conversations about things.
Nowadays, even
Like,
I know like racist is wrong and everything, but it's just like you make a small comment and they think it's racist, but it's not even like making like fun of anything. It's just like,
no,
dude, like I'm just making like a point that someone or you're talking about someone else and they think it's you saying it. Like, dude, I'm just quoting something.
Again, we need to be able to have these civil conversations about whatever the topic may be without somebody getting pissed off. Like, if you can't sit through a conversation with somebody just because you don't agree with what they say, there's something wrong with you. There's not something wrong with them. There's something wrong with you. And that's like one of the things I remember I really, really liked about Obama. He said that one time in one of his speeches. I don't remember where he was giving the speech, but he was specifically talking to the young people, like saying, the problem with you guys is nobody can express their own thought. Nobody can have a conversation without you guys getting upset about it.
Yeah,
Until
man.
you can sit down and talk about it, you're not going to be able to hash out the issues. Yelling into each other's faces isn't going to fucking solve the problem. And that was the thing I loved about the guy.
Cancel culture fucked with everything.
That's,
I think that's one of the things. Like,
I get it.
understand the idea,
I get
but
it,
at the same
man.
time,
I get the idea, yes.
but then you're like, dude, like if you want to cancel something, then don't be that part of it.
everybody
because-
has their flaws. Nobody's fucking perfect. Stop acting like you are the absolute answer to humanity, because let me tell you, you are not. We're all fucked up in our own way. We all have our issues. Myself and Alex included in that. We are not fucking perfect. Well, I don't know. Maybe Alex is perfect. But myself, I know I'm not fucking perfect. I
fucking
have my
trash.
own fucking issues.
I'm trash.
But I mean, I'm not scared to fucking, admit that. And I'm not scared to like say, hey, I could be wrong. But guess what? This is my idea. This is my thought. And if you have a different one, fine. Explain it to me. Tell me why. And I'm willing to listen, and maybe I'll change my mind. You never fucking know.
The guy, like he's like asking me to pick him up, but at the same time he's like, nah, never mind.
It's because he's a baby like that, dude.
So I was sorry, like getting out of like topic for a second. I was joking that I get drunk and order shit on Amazon. So I ordered the corgi carrier, and apparently, like I was mentioning to Gus and
What's up?
Gus, and
No,
he's
good
like,
boy.
dude, like
You can't have it.
It's like I'll be like, I'm gonna like show up with Lolo at the brewery, just carrying him. It's like, hey, I'm Alex. I'm your server.
Does dog allow Gus? Or does dog allow Gus? Does Gus allow dogs there? He does?
Dude, so we had this couple that came from LA,
Yeah.
and they've been traveling with their dog, which is a sheepdog. And they show up with the sheepdog. It's like, we found out about this brewery and we wanted to bring the dog and they're like, so why is it called Old Sheepdog? It's like, I own 3 sheepdogs.
Oh, 3 sheepdogs, yeah.
And he's like, and they were like, what? It's like, yeah, that's like,
That was the idea behind the fucking brewery.
Like, there's no, like, we have a big ass mural of a sheepdog with glasses in the door. There's a picture of his main sheepdog, the first one they got, behind the bar. It's like, dude, like, yeah, you're allowed to bring your
What the
dog.
hell is going on? Sorry.
So
Why are they all surrounding
that's because
the
the
ring?
Miz has been running away from losing his title. So he's doing the countdown. So it's Bobby Lashley against the Miz for the WWE title.
That's funny.
So also it's like no way out.
Gotcha.
But they're not gonna bring the fucking. They weren't set up for the cage.
That's hilarious. That's pretty awesome.
They're like, why wouldn't you be afraid of Bobby Lashley? Look at them.
Oh, I'd be terrified, dude. That man's a beast.
Also, like the reason he left in 2005 because he joined the army.
Hey, was Brock Lesnar with Nebraska or Oklahoma? It was Oklahoma? Okay.
And I know, like, because I was explaining yesterday to Lana, like, why, like,
One of the
it's
guys
funny.
I was talking to today from work, he brought up Brock Lesnar, but I couldn't remember
Dude, he's finally didn't
which
renew his
college
contract.
he was at. Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I think he wants to focus to be a UFC fighter. Which is makes stupid because...
Well, he's another one of those dudes that I'm like, fuck no. If I see him, I'm running the other way.
Dude,
I'd be like, sorry,
I
sir.
know, like,
yes, sir. Whatever you need, sir.
Like, if I see any, like, UFC fighter or wrestler, I'll be like, nah, like, I'm gonna be...
Oh, dude, hell no. I'm not trying that shit.
Except Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Seriously, if I run into a UFC fighter at the bar, I'm like, look, dude, I'm not trying to fuck with you. You want my girl? Take her. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't be like- no, I really would be like, look, bro, I'm not trying to fuck with you. I know you're gonna kick my ass. If I throw one punch, you're gonna break something, but I ain't scared to go down fighting. Let's just be civil.
Oh, it's because he's part of the Herd League.
Funny.
Dude, it's
Oh,
just like, okay, one of like the ones that I respect a lot and still like it's
I'm sorry.
you forgot. It's
I forgot how
warm.
strong this beard is.
Warm too.
That's still kind of cold, actually.
The little fridge.
No, it's the new fridge.
The fridge. Rest in peace, Josh. The little fridge.
Little fridge.
But-
fridge.
I was thinking like, dude, like if out of any wrestlers that I see outside in the real world, other like of course legends, but Stone Cold Steve Austin for sure. Have a beer. I'll pay his tab. Yes,
Oh, I
dude,
would
like,
love that, dude.
I'll have a Stone Cold IPA.
Who's like the one person in the world you wish you could just have a beer with and have a conversation? Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Like, wait, it depends.
No,
In
like,
general?
In general. I'm not
Dead or
saying
alive?
wrestler. I'm not whoever in the world it may be. Currently
hard.
living. Currently living.
currently
I will say
living.
that stipulation. They have to be currently alive.
Between two people.
Who? Which two people?
Ryan Reynolds.
Why Ryan Reynolds?
Because he's like, I guess that's even growing up, like all his movies. Like Waiting, one of my, like growing up was one of like his like restaurant movie, but it's just so hilarious.
Yeah.
Bang Wilder. Deadpool, which
Okay.
is like, I'm a big fan of Deadpool growing up.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
1993 was when Deadpool came out, and I have the comic books. But then like Stone Cold Steve Austin was my childhood. Like I got to see him here in El Paso. Like fucking like late 90s. That was the only WE like match that I went to see, and I got to see The Rock and Stone Cold. Like I was like sitting far out because that's the only thing we could afford. But it was just like, I don't know, like Stone Cold Steve Austin still like the most chill wrestler, because you see, well, we saw the documentary from Undertaker.
Yeah.
You saw his house is fucking huge.
He sounds fucking
Like he
dope.
still like try to play like humble. And then I was watching like 3 days ago, actually I was watching fuck, this guy's son, the Hulkamania, fuck, Hulk
Hulk
Hogan,
Hogan?
the son's YouTube channel, because they were showing like
Nick
Hulk.
Hogan?
Yeah, he has a YouTube channel, but
Okay.
showing, and he was showing his dad's car. He has 2 houses just to keep his cars.
Really?
Like he
That's
only
insane.
lives in one. Like
Isn't he like a race car driver?
No, that's just Hulk Hogan in Miami. That's the 2 houses that he has.
Okay.
He stays in one, but the other one stores the other 3 cars that he can like drive at the moment.
Okay.
And
gotcha.
it's just like, and then you see Stone Cold Steve Austin, and it's like his house. It's a room bigger than my house. It's 3 rooms. Like it's a small house, and he still lives like outside of nowhere. Like it's just like, well, like I have my Blazer, I have my Challenger like from the 60s, and I have my new car, but I still drive and I have a Ford pickup from like the 1950s. Like I drive all my cars. Like that's the only 3 cars, and I just hang out, have beers with homies. I go to the brewery that I'm part of it, and I check on stuff and then come back. And I was like, that's the most humble like legend wrestler, I guess. And it's just like, oh cool, like that he's just like chilling, and I was like, I just want to talk to him. I was like, hey, like, how does it feel to be like the icon, like just be the rattlesnake, the guy who's just like, as soon as you see the glass break, you're like, gonna give someone the finger,
yeah.
and he's gonna smash 2 beers.
That's pretty dope.
Because even last year with COVID happening, and having like the 316, and they did the special, and Becky Lynch was just like, I thought the beers that he will bring are like prop beers. Like, no, they were real beers. Like, I was buzzed by the end of the promo, and the promo lasted like 15 minutes, and he kept cracking beers and just chugging them. I was like, yeah, Uncle Steve Austin. Also, he called The Undertaker a bitch on his podcast. I was like, oh shit. To be that cool to call like one of the biggest legends
I guess I could see
a
that.
bitch. Also know that he gets like mistaken by Goldberg.
Yeah, I mean, that one makes sense to me for you. I could see you wanting to sit down with Stone Cold. Ryan Reynolds kind of threw me for that, but I guess I could see that one too.
Well, it's because like, if it was dead, I would say like,
No, I know,
Marlon Brando, Steve McQueen, or James Dean.
Okay.
Just because they're like, I grew up with Marlon Brando's movies. I grew up with James Dean.
Well, no dead people. We can't touch the dead.
We have a Ouija board.
Let's hear Ouija board.
Like,
I ain't fucking with that thing.
I do have one.
I know you do. So I'm like, no.
Awesome.
Let's not do it there.
Episode 200.
maybe episode 200.
It's in the books, guys. It's in the books. We got him. We got him. But now, yeah, dude, it's just like, who would you take? Like, who would you pick 2? 2. I'm gonna give you 2 because I picked 2.
Fuck, 2?
Alive.
I would do either Justin Timberlake or Bob Iger, former CEO of Disney.
I was like, damn. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. I mean, Justin Timberlake, obviously, I grew up definitely in sync Justin Timberlake fan. The dude is like one of my personal musical idols. Just an idol in general, I think. I know there's a lot of
but yeah, like
there's a lot of shit surrounding the guy right now, I guess, because of the Britney thing, whatever. But I think just on a talent basis and the things that he's
because you said that, you think it's just because back in the 90s it wasn't like so social media pop up.
What do you mean?
Like it
like
was
why it's a big deal now?
Yeah, and I think it's just because cancel culture and just social media in general.
No, I mean, I think and I mean, he said it, and other people said it. I think it has to do with that industry. That industry is definitely a
mentality
white male mentality dominated industry where they're like, "Fuck you, I can get away with it whatever the hell I want." And I mean, obviously, he fucked up. Definitely with the way he handled some things, but
I think generally everybody.
It's again, he's a product of the industry as well, as much as she is, and as much as everybody else in it. I'm saying it's not cool. Like he recognized it, and I respect him for that. But I mean, also I'm not gonna stop listening to the guy or stop respecting the guy. I've always.
It's like you had to like we said it before. You have to separate.
I think you can separate the person from the art. Like again, none of us are fucking perfect. None of us are perfect. We all make our mistakes. As long as we recognize those mistakes and we try and rectify them.
Because I'm just thinking like how I said Jane's Dean.
Yeah.
Marlon Brandon for sure.
But that's what I'm saying. Like again, it's a sign of the times of where they're at. Things are changing, hopefully, and hopefully we can continue that road. And I mean, but yeah, no, I mean, Justin Timberlake for me has always been like next to Michael Jackson. For those of you that have heard me talk about it before, next to Michael Jackson, he's like the guy for me. Like.
Hey. Jules.
He's like the guy for me when it comes to like, music and entertainment. I mean, the dude is just everything. And I think the fact that he's a white artist and has really like done well like skin wise, like I'm not scared to say like white.
You're talking Michael Jackson. Sorry, I was like,
no, Michael Jackson. I'm talking about Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, I was like, that's not right.
Like he's a white artist from Nashville where like, it's a very bluesy, heavy, especially.
Sorry, really quick.
No, we'll stop it real quick. No, yeah, Justin Timberlake is like from Nashville, Tennessee. He's homegrown. Yeah, he's a Nashville kid, homegrown. And like that Nashville blues, that country sound.
That's weird how he like.
And that's why like I think that's why he does it so well. He has that soul in him. He has that R&B in him. So that's why he does so well with that kind of music. And I think that's why I've always liked that he kind of shows like, hey man, I'm a white boy, yeah, but. I've got some soul in me. I can fucking knock out R&B music. I can knock out
white
pop
boy.
Music.
That's the whitest like thing I've seen in the wrestler.
But I mean, just like I've always thought the dude was just talented. I've always been a big fan of his music from NSYNC to now. Like to this day, I will say the best concert I've ever been to in my life has been the Justin Timberlake concert.
When did you went to that one?
Oh, dude, that was in 2014, August of 2014. I saw him in the AT&T Center in San Antonio. Same weekend, I actually got to see Paramore and Fall Out Boy also. Nice. But yeah, but hands down, like the best fucking show I've ever been to in my life. Not just from the quality of the musicianship that he has and the band that he has. The band is fucking awesome. The show itself, at one point, the stage that he has, and if it's on, you can watch it on Netflix too. It's actually the 2020 World Tour. It's on Netflix, but the stage that he's on, it starts to lift and it travels through the fucking crowd. And where we were,
did the Slipknot thing.
Kinda, yeah. We were like in the middle. There's like a second stage area in the middle. It was a VIP area.
You got VIP.
You paid for a VIP. Fuck, dude. Fucking $250 ticket.
Just how we were gonna pay for the VIP for Blink.
Yeah.
Also, I thought it was the cheapest VIP.
Oh yeah, dude. It wasn't that bad. But yeah, no, like he gets on the stage and goes through it and gets down there. And there's a point, like, I'll see if maybe I can find it. You can include it in here if we want.
I don't know, it depends on the copyright.
Yeah, there's no music involved in it, so it's fine. Okay. But, like, I lost my shit because he was right there in front of me. And you could hear me. If you know my voice, you'll hear me be like, Justin!
It was funny because, like, I was talking to, like, we had this client at the brewery. And so now what I'm doing, I'm leaving the answer the internet at the bar, and we just pick up and talk to customers like questions about it. And we're talking about shows, and like it came out like it came out that card about like the funniest like dick or like the not like the dickest person like famous person you ever met now from before, and I said like Jared Little. I was like, well, I went to his show in Club 101 when it was right there on downtown, like San Francisco Street, the 2th floor, and I was in the first row, so I got to touch his leg, and he was he was nice at that time. Like everybody now talks to him about being an asshole, but like you getting close to him and shit. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
It was just like cool, and like he bought I went with my brother and my cousin. He bought them drinks. I wasn't able to drink at the time, so it was just like, oh, like it's a cool guy. I was like, not anymore.
Yeah, no, but I think, I mean, that was the best show I've ever been to, and
Jeggings with a belt. Just, oh, they have a gauge. That's cool, dude. It's so because we're watching now NXT. So you know how you have the first row? They're all like wrestlers are gonna start. Like they're training to become actual W stars.
Yeah.
Before going even to NXT, so like NXT is the Developmental, whatever it's called. So now they have the cage, so they like.
Yeah, I see it. So,
shout out to Johnny Gargano because he's badass. Like,
but yeah, no, like that was the best show I've ever been to, and I think for me, like that always like has been like the bar that I've always thought like I wish I could reach. Like, just the production that the guy puts into it, just his music, his shows, and everything, and the mind that he has to. As an actor, as a musician, as a producer, as a writer, like everything.
How many movies have you done though?
I don't even know, honestly.
I remember Jumper because I thought it was just like cheesy as like not cheesy, but it was just like
he's been in a lot. I mean, he's been in a lot of movies now.
Because this guy from Star Wars did it, and I was just like,
Hayden Christensen.
Yeah, it wasn't that good.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of movies. I don't know how many he's been in now, but he would
social media.
He would be one of them for me. Like to be able to sit down and have a beer with the guy and just talk like.
What do you think? What kind of beer?
Talk about music. What kind of beer would he order?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I don't know.
I think it's a lager guy. I feel like he's a light drinker.
I don't think so, dude. Honestly,
on beer, I think he's a light drinker. Liquor, maybe like.
Because I was gonna say I mean, again, fanboy here. I think I've heard like he likes to drink whiskey.
Yeah, but like you think if you're gonna have a beer.
So I mean,
let's say back in the day, shout out to Blackbird. If you see him a Blackbird. But not having a bourbon or drink because they have. What do you think he's gonna order as a beer? Think he's gonna keep it like local craft beer, or he's gonna go? I feel like he will go for a Guinness.
Yeah, I could see that.
A Guinness. Or Left Hand.
Probably
Left Hand Nitro Stout.
Yeah,
like it will be like a craft beer, but not like a local beer at the moment.
But yeah,
that's for sure. Like I know Stone Cold like fucking loves IPAs, but he makes an IPA.
But yeah, that's one of them. And then the other guy,
until Barcelona's going to have
the other one,
our beer.
Bob Iger. Me being like a huge Disney nerd, but also just the
I still can't believe you didn't get into Kingdom Hearts. That's just because I'm looking at the poster.
I just can't, dude. I
think you don't. You're not into JRPGs.
I've never been into that kind of game. I've never been into that kind of game.
I know you like RPGs because of. Assassin's Creed, but JRPGs are a little bit.
Yes. The Japanese RPGs, I've always just kind of been like,
I think if I kind of want to buy you a Switch now. It's because so you can play the one that I showed you, the Kingdom Hearts.
Oh yeah, the Kingdom Hearts one.
But it's a rhythm game, and I think you'll be like enjoying the way they wrote all the music for it.
Yeah.
Because the Japanese girl that does the intro song, she actually learned English to sing it in English.
That's up.
And I'm just like, oh fuck, it's the same girl? And they're like, no, yeah, like same thing with the guys from Final Fantasy VII Remake. They're like, they came back from retirement. Like they wanted to be this whole thing. Like those guys.
Yeah. No, but Bob Iger, I mean, to me, the man, he was the last CEO before Bob Chapek for Disney. And I'd like to talk to him just because I feel like since when he was CEO, he had the most fucking... The most like developmental and the actual most shit that happened, I think, in any Disney CEO tenure. I mean, during his time, like fucking, they bought Fox, they bought Marvel, Lucasfilm. Dude, like, they bought everything. He expanded into the parks as much as he did. He did all this shit.
Not too long ago. Actually a couple of days. Last week, I saw the video where like George Lucas signs the papers to Disney.
I've seen that.
I was like, I never paid attention to it. It was like until now, it's like. You can see like how George Lucas was like, oh.
He looks sad. He does. He looks like.
But at the same time, like they fixed the shit that he did.
It's a fucking $4 billion deal, but you can tell that when he signed the paper, he's kind of like, "Shit, man, do I really want to do this?"
But at the same time, like I'm not gonna like Star Wars wise. To me, there's only 3 Star Wars movie, the original 3 trilogy. Like the prequels, I liked them when I was younger, but then I see them as like they were really bad movies.
Yeah,
like it's a movie that didn't age well. The story just makes no sense anymore. Like it's kind of.
Well, I mean,
they were forcing it.
When you fucking put midi-chlorians into the mix, it's kind of hard.
Yeah. Also, so that's why like the VHS are so valuable if you have the original VHS.
Yeah.
But then it was just like I think Disney in a way fixed stuff.
No, they did.
Not with the new trilogy.
No, but this is what I'm talking about. This is
universe.
actually what I'm talking about because to me that guy you got to think about it. Disney being the multimedia company that they are, all the properties that they own, everything that they have to work with. For him to be I'm good. For him to be able to manage all of that and manage those acquisitions and manage everything and make sure like we're not just gonna do this. We got a
little sponsor moment.
We're not gonna do this just to fucking do it, but we're gonna do it and do it right. And I think that guy really, not just as like a CEO for them, but I think just as a person, like. I think he's definitely somebody I would enjoy talking to for just having a beer, sitting over an hour, and like I just want to get into his mind. He has this book out that I've actually started to read. Thank you to our friend Amanda. She got it for me for my birthday.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Dude, I feel like we should have an episode just talking to Amanda.
That would be interesting. For sure.
I know it's gonna be like me referring you guys as a fight.
we butt heads a lot. We have difference of opinion, but we get along very well.
Because it's weird, like talking to Amanda is just like car culture. Like me and Amanda get like along a lot because she grew up with like
she's a gearhead. But
it's just like it was like funny just having her outside. Like if you guys saw the Rosa video, you can tell like it's just like like that's
she's a fun person. We'll say that. But yeah, no. He has this book that I've started to read, and it's interesting just the things that I've read in it for now.
You're actually reading the book?
Yeah, I'm reading the book. I'm trying to read the book. I haven't had a chance to read too much of it.
Would you get it audio? Bit? Do you think you'll be able to like work with that?
I don't know, man. I feel like because as it is, this is what my thing.
Because this is how like you seen like how it changed the artwork. But I think like me doing artwork and having an audiobook has been. I haven't had the time to sit and just like.
I mean, I definitely try. It might work better for me because I'll say this: I don't read. I have a hard time
playing a game, like a game that you don't have to think. Like let's say a Mario game, a Cuphead, stuff like that you don't have to listen to the story. I think that's the best thing to have in the background.
Like. I have a hard time reading books, and that's not because I can't read. I can read. I read very well, actually. But I think I'm too much of a creative mind where I need something that's just like constantly like happening where I can like mess with and be involved with. And to me, words on a page, sometimes it just doesn't flow right. As it is for me, like exactly like when I'm writing music, I'm like the reason I can write is because I'm singing it and I'm like figuring shit out. Like
that's after we left studying Casa.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, like I was about to like I tell you, like, hey, let's fucking like I was about to do it. Oh,
let's do it.
But it was just like it's like I haven't like thinking about like songs that I like. One of the songs I'm always being proud, like kind of proud, but it's also like it just became a fun song to like.
Yeah,
because the whole when I wrote Zombies, Dead by the Decade, the only song that I have like that we recorded at a studio, Beacon Studios,
Beacon Hill.
Yeah, and it was just like it started like we were driving back from work tour, and like my drummer at the time, he's the only one that had a license at the time, and he always carried drumsticks. So I was just playing with the drumsticks, and I started like,
sorry.
I started playing with the lyrics just like as a joke. It started as a joke and it became the song that we ended up recording.
Yeah.
It was just like I kind of missed. It's like me, like I thought it was like, well, I actually have the lyrics first, or the idea of like a lyric or the first verse. I was like, oh shit, like I never thought about it until I talked to them.
Yeah.
And it's weird just because of like hearing you apologize last episode.
No, but yeah, no, like I don't know. I have to try the audiobook thing, but I've been trying to read this book, and I don't know. I think he's definitely someone I love getting into the mind of people that are like that, who have the experience, who have the knowledge. Because I mean, if you guys haven't noticed, I mean, I'm that kind of person. I like to be the one who has like my hand in everything. I've never been someone that just likes to have one thing. I like having my foot in multiple pots.
This is the one thing I'm gonna
Multiple
call out
shoes.
Alex, because we're talking about, not just because he's our sponsor. So we were thinking about doing a side podcast, like randomly, not like once a month podcast.
Yeah.
Where he's gonna let someone like work the food truck with him, and I think you should be the first guest.
Oh, I would love to do that, dude.
Because like you've never been a line cook.
I've never been a line cook.
And he told me, like, dude, I want you to be part of it, like you being a line cook. And it's like,
oh, I would fucking do it. I would
But
be
it's
like,
just
dude, this is the thing though, man. You can't fucking lose your shit on me because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in here.
No, but it's like a food truck, like how he said, it's like it's something you can have fun with,
Yeah.
like as a culinary, like because he's educated in culinary arts.
Yeah.
So I'll be like for me, as much as I have like worked
I mean,
in
I'm telling
restaurants,
you, man,
I suck at dicing onions.
Even for us, like I've thrown this idea out before. Maybe this will be our way into it. I always thought it would be cool because look, I'm not ashamed to say this. Alex is much more experienced in multiple ways, I guess, multiple careers than I am. I haven't had much
I see you in like
I guess experience in different things. The guy has been a cook. The guy has been a barista. The guy has been an ice cream, whatever. He's done a lot of different things, and he knows a lot of different people and does things like that. And I've thrown it out before. I'm like, look, dude, I don't know too many of those skills. I don't know too many of those trades. I've always been more of the mind than anything else. The skills that I've had have been like creative skills, have been music skills, have been logical skills. I'm that kind of person. So I've always thought it'd be cool, like while we're doing the show, and it might be the way into it, maybe throw myself into the mix. Like, hey, put myself as a fucking cook. Throw myself maybe as a bartender or a bar back. Throw myself as like a mechanic.
I wouldn't say bartender because
I'm not a bartender, but you know what I mean.
But then I think like a bar back will be good, or a beer tender,
or like working with I think the people that we've met. Like I think it'd be
like
interesting
as a beer tender,
to kind of be like an undercover boss, I guess, for you could say, like that show, how they just throw themselves in the mix and to really
we need to talk to
really seeing how their people work. Like I think that would be interesting for me to do.
I think for you at first doing a beer tender, and the reason is because a lot of people don't understand is like every beer you have to like tap it differently.
Yeah.
And it's just like of course I'm not gonna put you on a bartender because you don't know how to make a old fashioned.
But see, I think
you don't know the recipe for I'm just saying
no.
But like a beer tender is like it's a simple thing as a bar guy.
What I'm getting at, I'm not trying to be the pro. I'm not the pro.
Oh yeah.
What I'm trying to get at is that showing people like, look, you guys take maybe some people for granted. You guys maybe don't realize often like how hard some of these things can be.
Which is hilarious.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, even if it was going to be like a 30-minute podcast, it kind of shows like with Gus, for example, the next time we make the beer, I'd like to record that process and like even have us just talking about it so he can explain it. Because we've had him on the show and he's explained beer, but I don't think he's ever really explained it. And there's a lot of people that are interested. Like, how do you fucking make a beer? There'd be people that are interested in that kind of concept. And I think something like that is something that I would like to do, something that we could do. Because again, that's how my mind works. I like to be involved in multiple different things.
I think with Gus, because that'll be the hardest one. So one of the hardest for our sponsors is just like it has to be our beer because we're gonna be working on it. But I think it has to be a beer that it's like a flagship of Old SheepDog.
Yeah.
Because it's like he has a Kobo now, like helping him out, like brew the beer. And it's just like, well, I'm just guiding him to do it. And it's just like we can use the wireless mics. Like, hey, like what's the process? Like we can take both days off. Like you and I can take a day off for day jobs and be like, we're recording this. We're gonna make it like into like 30 minutes show.
But
just like or sideshow, like random sideshow. Which will be cool. And I think like for you, like I said, like if you want to do like the bartending, of course I wouldn't put you on a bartender line.
Because, no, like even then, I think, like it'd be like if I were to like say, you know what, I'm gonna work at Old SheepDog for a day. Fuck it.
Yeah, and it will be like which I think it will be hilarious, is because like you're gonna see how much different it's serving each beer.
Yeah.
From a lager to a Kolsch to a stout to a porter to a fucking nitro coffee, even like how you serve it, it's different. Like I tell people, it's like it's when my brother used to have the bar. Shout outs to the old bar, Bambola in Juarez. But you had to get for Guinness, you had to get licensed to have Guinness on tap, to know how to serve it. And I was just like, that's cool because like it still gives you the sample there. Like they set up the tap, like they set it up for you. It's just like, oh, cool. It's like I had to angle. Like no, there's like you had to angle it, but then you had to learn like if you're getting close to the end of the keg, switch it a little bit. Like, of course, I'm not gonna push you to like maybe
real quick though. Again, though, I'm not trying to say like I've grown up a spoiled brat. That's not the case. My point is like
I don't think
people have had more experiences like in that kind of work than I have, and I think it'd be cool for other people to see like, you know what? Because this is the one thing, one of my biggest pet peeves, one of my biggest fucking pet peeves.
Dude, if
you
we
go
can-
to a restaurant, the server might be having a hard time that night. And some asshole is just giving them a hard time because they're a little slower to get to their table. They're being impatient. And then my thing is always like, look, you never know what's going on in somebody's fucking life until you've experienced it yourself. So guess what? Don't be such a good look at Cesar. Don't be an asshole.
So Sonic and Italian.
Relax, like, you know, chill out. And that's my thing. Like, I've always been that person. Until you put yourself in that person's shoes, don't fucking make that judgment. Don't make that decision. But that's what I'm trying to get at. Like, I always thought that would be cool. But anyways, back to the beginning. That's the reason I think I would really like to talk to Bob Iger, because to me, that man has a lot of shit in his head, and to be able to see somebody who has that much going on and to talk to somebody who has that much going on.
Does he have a documentary on Disney Plus?
He doesn't have a documentary on Disney Plus, but he does one of those. He has one of those master classes that you see like on YouTube and all that shit.
Oh, okay.
You have to pay for those things, but my thing is, I just think I would love to.
The red?
Huh?
You didn't have the premium?
No. It's like a fucking. I'm talking like the commercials. Like they put a commercial between the videos,
okay. So
ads.
It's
like a website. You go to I think it's masterclass.com or something like that. But to me, someone like that is like someone I emulate, because that's the kind of person I would like to eventually be. I mean, I'd like to see myself being as like a fucking CEO of some fucking multimedia company where I'm managing not just film but maybe music and whatever it may be.
This is gonna sound super like. The other day I was talking to like Chris, one of my friends that he does audio for different like commercials stuff, which is gonna come by on the show. But I was just like, he told me it's like, you guys like basically are producers, but at the same time like I don't. Well, in a way we are, but because we do our own stuff.
We produce. Is that Eliana's, by the way? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I just kind of. This is what I'm saying too. This is how I know I'm hanging out with you guys now, because I start recognizing people's styles, and I'm like, that looks like hers.
Well, she showed her that because she told me that to line. Like, do you think Alex is gonna like that? But also, like, it took you a while to like notice that this had lights.
What do you mean? I recognized it the last time.
No, but the first time you saw it, you were like, oh, it's just like this. It's like, no, it's actual lights.
I was just excited. I was like, oh my god, there's lights.
But you know, like we tried to do
didn't
this
mean
shit.
to it. Didn't
no,
mean to
it's fine. To, like, but I think it's just like it felt weird, like having that moment. It's like I feel like now I haven't changed my Instagram shit, but I feel like in mine it's just like I always put graphic designer, photographer, and all that. But I think like one of the things I want to change is just like put like co-host of 6 Feet Under, but also I think like I want to put like video producer. And it's just like at the same time, it's like I want to talk to you about that first because it's just weird.
I mean, again, that's what I'm talking about. Like,
also, this is gonna be a long episode.
This is like what we said. This is like what we had this conversation before.
Yeah, but we had it off the
having
mics.
a podcast is not easy. It's work.
We had learned shit that we never done before.
We've learned things that we've never done before. We've learned things how to operate. We've, a lot of research, a lot of time reading. And let me tell you, the reason it took me so long to make the website was because I just didn't understand the best way to go about it and really how to make it work and how to connect the website to fucking everything else. That was the thing. Like I was literally reading and researching and trying to figure out.
I think it's like give us literally part of it just because I'm not saying like other podcasts locally they don't have a website or anything, but it's just like we have a platform where we can post shit
No, again,
differently from like our social media and all that. And it's just like, oh, like we can do this.
The point that I guess I was getting at is like we are producers essentially because we're producing this show.
We need producer hats.
We're figuring, even though again it's generally a show about nothing, we don't really ever have a script, but there's always a direction in what we're trying to take the show. Where there's always somewhere where we're trying to do with it, and especially when when we're not in the studio, we go off site. You know, we have a certain idea in mind, and I mean. When Alex tells me, "Hey, there's this person that I want to talk to or I want to bring," is like, "Yeah, okay." And I start asking, like, "What do they do? What's the thing?" And yeah, I start trying to think of things like, "Okay,
yeah,
we can talk
like
about
5
this.
minutes before
lead us into this direction. Lead us into that direction." Like we are producing the show, and then even beyond that, we're fucking editing and mixing the show and all this kind of shit.
Which
like
this is gonna come to like someone that's gonna start their own show thanks to us. Cause he's like, oh, like like we interview them, and he's like, oh, like I want to do that same thing, and then he was just like asking me, like not asking me stuff, like trying to like hint it that he wants to do this. Like, dude, like you have to like actually sit down and like, if you're gonna have a co-host or a partner to do it, you guys have to like make decisions together. Cause even if I called you like, cause I fucking never sleep, I called you in the middle of the night. It's like, hey, what do you think about this color choice? Which is hilarious. But it's just to the point. It's like I feel like it's just like you have to have an agreement where it's like
it's not
50-50. You have someone else.
It's not even that. You have to have the understanding and the willing to be understanding to take some criticism. Because there's times, especially when you're doing it with like someone who you consider your best friend. There's times where he'll send me something and I'm like, look, dude. You're talented and everything, but I don't like this.
Yeah, no, it's just fine.
Like, and that's the thing. Like, we have to be able to give each other the criticism, and I think with anybody, whatever they're doing, it's a balance. I think there's definitely a balance there.
Like, it's the dumbest example, I guess, from my side to yours. It was like last time it was a student casa that like I know you were busy with work and like you couldn't remaster the thing. Mm-hmm. But I called him and I was like, oh, he passed. Like, I'm gonna remaster it and I'm gonna I took an hour nap. But then I came back. I wanted to do other stuff at the moment, but it's like I'd rather do it like when it's right, like it feels right.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, like I will message you. It's like, hey, what do you think about this being the colors? You're like change it to like backwards or like lighter. Even with the thumbnails, I message you. It's like I'm doing my day job.
But that's what I'm saying.
You have to have an agreement where like you guys understand that
it's a matter of being able to agree on every pretty much decision of what's going to be put out there. Because at the end of the day, it's both of our names pretty much being associated with this. Except the last names. So I mean, whatever we put out, even though everyone knows he does more of the art stuff, the graphic design, so like the thumbnails and shit, and I do more of the actual audio mixing and all that kind of shit. Everyone knows how that kind of works. But at the end of the day, they don't read Alex, they don't read Cesar, they read 6 Feet Under Studios, and they know that we're associated with it. So I mean, it has to make sense that we both agree on how something works. I mean. That's the reason, we are producers.
I think the only thing that I never asked you was just because we had kind of talked about it before. Also with like the back wall.
Yeah. The back wall.
But the same thing is just like I pick a color that we have both already like agreed before in other things.
Yeah.
And then it's just like I showed you the sign before I made the sign, and then you weren't expecting the light. It's like, well, yeah, I'm gonna make it fine. Like at the moment we have the Legos, they might change. Again, shout out to that guy that pointed like you need 2 cameras to show like the background because of the bottles that I have. But maybe next time when we are able to have the 2 cameras, I'm gonna put all the bottles for sure. It's gonna be the Words on Fire Killer Bee, our bottle, of course, because it's coming out 3 months from now, hopefully. Depending like if the beer's ready, because it's the first time it's gonna be double batch. That's gonna happen, but I rather have like things that we're gonna show. On 2 cameras, and like sadly, what happened is just like, all camera died. Everything that we've been doing, it's just like I told you, it was like it's weird to say, but like we do have sponsorships, and like we say, it's like the sponsorship is not about getting money. It's about supporting other people.
I'll
friends
say
of
right
ours.
now, it's not monetary sponsorship. It's sponsorship in terms of support and sponsorships in terms of helping us get to where we need to be.
Yeah, like we had to have help and
Again.
everything, but it's just like.
It has nothing to do with the monetary value.
Which
But yeah,
also
no.
have to stop this because I gotta change the timing and I gotta pee again.
But yeah, no, again,
moments.
so the root of this whole conversation was, who we would want to have a beer with and why, all that kind of shit. And I mentioned Bob Iger, but end of the day,
It's like we want to have beers with people that
end of the
want to
day,
talk.
yeah. I mean, end of the day, again, we're very thankful for this podcast and everything that we've been able to do with it. And it's opened up doors for us. And we're hoping it's going to keep opening doors for us and that
I had a crying moment last time.
you guys continue to listen. Why?
It's just like which is gonna go if you guys haven't like again thank to Words on Fire if you guys haven't checked episode 100, which it was still shorter than ours because I want to keep that on Cuyo's head. We sold out first, and our show was 4 hours long. I was surprised. Like I was expecting you said like fuck it. I keep forgetting this other
What did I
guy's
say?
name.
Vince?
Yeah, man. He's like, you guys best friends? Like, and you were like, yeah. Like, oh shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think at this point it's like,
And we know each other to the point. It's like we know like what answer's gonna come from each other. Like,
yeah. I mean,
but
that
I feel
sounds-
like it was just like I wasn't expecting that. Like, just because I have a weird mentality. People that know me, like my best friend passed away years ago. I always joke about like when I joke about things like you only get one in life, but it's just like one of my like Cesar's like one of my top like closest to him. Like I won't take out him because he's just like the best friend I ever had. But then it's like yeah, Cesar. So I was just like I had a moment like I went home like, like I had to clear
Oh,
my
God.
makeup. But I was just like it's
It
cool
was a
like
bro moment.
you guys understand like we're not joking like we do like care about whatever we're doing, and like we'll talk shit to each other a lot outside here and here because I think we're like really open here.
oh yeah.
Because I still can't believe you apologized to me.
Again, I had to say it because I'm not afraid and I'm not ashamed to say it that there were times where I was like, in my head, I was like calling bullshit. But
Yeah.
then to hear it validated from like
Which is like
two guys at the same exact time, and it was like, yeah, there's no way this was planned. Like, yeah, it was fucking crazy. But
dude, there's a lot of things that I haven't told you, and it's like I don't know because
Hey,
they
man.
sound even crazier.
don't need to know everything. But
Yeah, it's just like it's nice that this has given us a chance not to like hang out with people that we knew they were doing great stuff, but just seeing the background story from like where
I
everything,
mean,
like, from
I'll tell you,
bars to
I'm
all
always more interested in learning about the journey as opposed to the destination. I know where somebody is at
Which
that
is-
point because
like-
that's the reason I'm talking to them.
which is
But
funny, dude. Like with Studio en Casa, like I didn't think about it, but did I really mention cassettes to you first? Because Edgar mentioned it.
I want to say yes. I think so. I don't remember. I
don't think I
don't
mentioned
remember
it like
how exactly
straight
that
up.
worked. I had seen them and I had heard about them
But it was
somehow.
just like, well, like I know
But
those
the
guys from like
reason-
the longest time.
The reason that I knew them specifically, I think, was because you had mentioned like, "Hey, have you seen this band Cassettes or whatever?" I know I was friends with these guys, blah blah blah. I think that's how I found out about them. But the reason I contacted them and worked with them when I did work with them was I think because of that mainly. Because I don't think I really knew about those guys until you probably mentioned them to me.
Well, I think it's just because like he said like it's we're in El Paso to find like a band that only sings in Spanish. But it's just like where to find like a punk rock band that
Yeah.
does that, like being like still related to both sides. And it's just like, whoa, I used to play with this guy. It's like I know Edgar since
Yeah.
we got bullied together.
Yeah, no, they're really cool dudes. But yeah, that validated a lot of shit that I heard, I guess technically. But yeah,
Edgar, button up that shirt.
nah, man, keep it unbuttoned.
Yeah, now because he has that fucking chest tattoo, but back in the day he doesn't.
It's his thing, dude. It's his thing. It works for him. Let him have it. Let him have it.
I've been seeing his poses, like, dude, like, I feel like that shirt keeps getting like button up less.
every time he posts a new video, there's like one button less on that shirt.
Which is surprising because he's
at this point, dude, just don't wear the fucking shirt.
Right? It's like they just.
No, I'm just blessed with you. But yeah, no, those guys are awesome. Check them out if you haven't already. Studio en Casa. Again, the main point I guess we were trying to make, this being our 1 anniversary, I guess, episode. This one's gonna be kind of long. We've kind of gone all over the place.
If it's long, it's all over the place.
But
it's our show.
Yeah, this show has worked because of the companionship that me and Alex have, and it's worked because of the differences that we have. We're two very different people, quite honestly. We very much are.
Yeah, like we have like similar taste. We're the same age, but it's just like we have different mentalities. We grew up differently.
We grew up differently, but I think that's the thing that also works. I've learned a lot from him. He's learned a lot from me. We've been able to make something out of this that we didn't think was gonna be going as well as it has been right now.
You just got hit next to a semi.
But between the both of us and between the support that we received from everybody up until now, we're very, very thankful for everything that's come our way. And we're very hopeful for everything that will hopefully be coming our way very soon in the near future. But yeah, once again, thank you guys to everybody who's been listening.
That we don't have anything to try.
Yeah, we didn't bring anything to try today, but thank you guys to everybody who's been listening to us up until this point. We hope you guys have liked the show up to now. We hope you guys continue to like the show. And if you're just coming up now,
check out
I'm sorry for how random we are, but that's what we're about.
It's a show about nothing, dude.
It's a show about nothing, literally.
Especially when it's just you and me.
I'm not ashamed to say we're taking it straight from Seinfeld. Like, fuck it, we're gonna do a show about nothing. We're gonna have our conversations because we like to do our we like to do our own thing. And
if you guys own a Frasier reading share, let me know.
Real quick, they're bringing back Frasier.
There are.
They're doing a remake
with him.
I think he's in it.
Because that chair, it's way too expensive. Because I want to buy that chair.
I'll have to look up where I saw it, but yeah.
Also, if you guys check out which, I'm gonna fuck it. I don't care anymore. Shout out to the guys from Fuckface. But if you guys,
wait, do you want me to bleep that or no?
It's up to you, dude. We already said it too many times.
If you say shout out to the guys of Fuckface, I'm assuming
it's the guys from Fuckface.
It's the guys from Fuckface, so I can't bleep it if you want them to be recognized.
I'm joining the Simmer Zone.
The hell is that?
Oh.
Well,
because this is a baseball thing, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna know.
Okay. Well, he'll show me that. But shout out to those guys. As a shout out. And
but it's just like I'm joining the band. But it's buy one of those baseball cards because I also became thanks. Like I started collecting not baseball cards, but hockey cards. Damn it, Jay, you said it was a dangerous thing to come into. Way too into dip.
Okay.
But it's just cool to be part of the Simmer Zone.
No, yeah. Seriously, thank you to everybody who's been listening and watching. We appreciate all the support.
I think we're gonna do side shows now.
Yeah, we're obviously there's a lot of ideas that we have. We'll try and keep them coming. Always keep in mind, we generally post every single week. We generally post every single Friday.
At least the main podcast.
I mean, not often, but every now and then something will come up, and we may be a little bit behind. We do have day jobs.
Twice,
we do work. We do jobs during the day, but this has been very, very exciting, very fun to us. Again, please do not take us 100% serious. This is just a fucking show where we like to come and just talk and be stupid and be ourselves. A lot of times we say some really dumb.
Job.
A lot of times we say some really dumb shit. But you're always welcome to come on the show and talk to us about it if you have some kind of difference in opinion.
Even if you don't have anything, if you just want to talk shit to us,
just come.
Even if you want to fight us,
we're very welcoming to whoever wants to come on here with a little background check. I want to make sure you're not too crazy.
And medical check.
I'll do a temperature check at the screen at the door as well as a health questionnaire that you have to fill out.
Also, I came out healthy. Well,
that's great, man.
Well,
we won't talk about that.
Well, the alcohol part's different.
But with that, thank you guys for everything. Alex, you want to go ahead and thank our sponsors?
Oh, for sure, because we're drinking it. We make part of that beer. Shout out to Old SheepDog Brewery. Look at it. 3900 Rosa Avenue, El Paso, Texas 79905. Right there on the barrio. Lincoln Park, guys. Go just grab some delicious beer. They have at least 8 beers on tap. 7, depending if we have nitro brew. But you know what? Different beers, local taste. Enjoy them. Just good beer. Baby, by the time you hear this, our beer will be back on tap. We don't know yet. Usually takes a couple months to make it. But it's there. You're gonna wait for it. I'll probably serve it to you if you go to the brewery. Gus will serve it. Steve will serve it. Jocelyn.
No autographs, please.
Shit. If they ask for that, I'll be like, I'll cry for it.
$5 per autograph. I get 50% because of this promo right now.
I was like, oh shit. Damn it. Make sure you write the monies for me. Because we sure tips.
We share tips.
But shout out to all those guys, Gus, like I said, Gus, Brisa, Jocelyn, Steven, Jake, Jacobo. Like their guys are amazing. Like being great supporters for us, letting us record there, letting us do and supporting us in general. Shout outs to Vitolas. Look at it. 216 West Franklin, El Paso, Texas 79. Baseball stadium, play some ball, grab some cigars.
Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play.
Sir, you
Today.
are too cigarette drunk. Like, but shout outs to those guys, Mia and Fernando and Carlos, for like keeping us with the good stogies, good cigars, 360 cigars, guys. Don't say you can't find something that you like, because 360 cigars is a lot of cigars.
Something there for everybody.
There's like, you might buy smoking cigarettes, but it's time for you to be an adult and enjoy some good things, some good taste. They have good whiskey, good bourbon, good mixed drinks. Maybe you don't like those. They have beer, but why not just go buy a beer at Old SheepDog, bring it into Vitolas, and enjoy 2 other beautiful sponsors at the same spot. Hopefully, we can have a tap there. Hopefully. Another beer studios is selling, so hopefully we can have it multiple spots. Also, shout outs to Alex. AlexSix, the guy that makes the delicious food at White Knife Dining. White Knife Dining, look at it, 2600. Ooh, this is Nor Mesa, El Paso, Texas. El Paso, Texas, 79912. Ooh, I set it up. You asked for it. You need it. You need to know it's 79912. Get your delicious burger, your delicious smash burger, your delicious Nashville chicken, tapatio shrimp, your poutine, anything that's food, and it's Pawn Rock. He probably is making it, and you know what? Talk to Alex, one of the best people we know that just likes to talk random shit.
Bring up this old house, so I'll have a whole conversation with you.
That's just like, you might get even some random shit for free. I don't know. Maybe extra gravy.
And with that extra gravy, please be sure, you guys, to check out our website at 6feetunderstudios.com, where you will find links to all of our streaming platforms, including our YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and even our Instagram, where we like to post constant updates with whatever is going on with 6 Feet Under Studios. Also, please be sure to check out our local spotlight on our website, where you will find anything that involves our friends and anybody who we've been working with. Remember, guys, here at 6 Feet Under, we're all about local support and locals. So we want to make sure we're giving them their chance to be heard and be seen. So at 6 Feet Under, we always like to make sure that's a priority of ours. So whether you're a bar back, a brewery, a bartender, a cook, a chef, a mechanic, a stripper, an OnlyFans girl, whatever it may be. If you're local, we want to go ahead and make sure we get your name out there. If you got anything to promote, anything to create, anything you want to get people to know about, please be sure to check them out, and please be sure to check us out so we can go ahead and help you for that.
Check our website.
Here, it's we're all about local support and local, especially right now during these hard times. The local people are the ones hurting the most. So make sure you guys keep that up, because without the local guys, there is nothing else. Really isn't much for us to do. I mean, Walmart doesn't let us go and just drink beer at Walmart, but SheepDog does. So make sure you guys go ahead and support your local friends and local families. It's very, very important to us. With that, guys, Thank you to Chico for joining us on
I was
today's
gonna
episode.
say, go check Chico's website.
Check out Chico's website out.
www.com. Chico the dog. Chico the 6 feet under dog.
Chico, the 6 feet under mascot.
Actually, executive producer.
Executive producer.
6 feet under. Our boss.
Once again, guys, thank you for 1 year, 6 feet under. We appreciate you guys supporting us and everything you've done for us.
1 year, still excited about it.
1 year, hopefully many, many more years to go. But yeah, thank you again for all that. We're very, very happy that we're still getting to do this, and we hope you guys keep listening to us. So with that,
Stay hard out there.
and we'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys. Bye.
Thank you.